seen a lot of change, been through a lot of pain. Some things are not the same as they were a year ago, but all will be okay. I move on each and every day. The past is where it stays, way back a year ago. I've changed for the better this time. I thought I would never be fine. I strive just to say I'm alright, and for the first time in a long time I'm alright. I've seen a lot of change, been through a lot of pain. Some things are not the same as they were a year ago, but all will be okay. I move on each and every day. The past is where it stays, way back a year ago. I'm not falling, I'll push all my chips and call all in. I'll bet on myself, you keep stalling. I hear destiny and it's calling. I'll keep my head up high through the downs and lows, and we're all going life. Still nobody knows, but I'ma choose what's right and take what comes and goes. And ain't no one in life holding me back no more. I've seen a lot of change, been through a lot of pain. Some things are not the same as they were a year ago, but all will be okay. I move on each and every day. The past is where it stays, way back a year ago. Back a year ago.
Step 1, wake up early, gonna rise with the sun. Step 2, get some good, some food in you. Step 3, think real hard about what you wanna be. Step 4, everybody just do your thing.
Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 Yo, set your affirmations, aspirations. I got shit to do, the aftermath of preparation. Good food, good mood, blood in circulation. One step at a time, yeah, that's how you make it. Set a goal you control and the steps you take them. I try to pick one thought, have some concentration. And if I make a mistake, it's called education. I try to do this every day, call it replication. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 So life ain't easy, yo, I think there's a reason though. Ups and downs, just like every different season, yo. Sometimes I'm high, other times I'm barely breathing, though. I always gotta fight and hide from the demons, yo. Negative thoughts are poison, they rot. Head full of flies, so here come the clouds. They'll never stop unless I can swap all the bad for the good in my head when I'm lost. Yeah, so I'ma fake it till I make it. Positive thoughts are overtaken, I got patience. One day at a time is how you operate a cadence. A flow, you grow, you show yourself a foundation. Stay away from all the shit that causes temptation. I know that I like to do it cause of sensation. I live my life in my head like a narration. Don't expect greatness, do my best, man, I'll take it. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 Wake up, today's gonna be a good day.
Wake up, really gon' rise with the sun. Step 2, get some good, some food in you. Step 3, think real hard about what you wanna be. Step 4, everybody just do your thing.
Hey guys, hey, good morning. Let me get to the top of the list. Good morning, Aunt Teeny and Jilly and Flo and Christina and Robert. Good morning, Bunny. Good morning, What If. Good morning, Ghoul. Think I got y'all. How is everybody this morning? I hope you all had a good weekend. What do you guys think of all the stuff flying around about, you know, our queen? It's cold, guys. It snowed here all weekend. Did anybody else get snow? Do y'all have your coffee ready? I have caramel macchiato again. You got snow too, Aunt Teeny? My daughter was so excited for snow. Yes, I know. We must have a talk with her. And her friend was here, and he was all excited for the snow. They were sitting out on the couch right by the front window, just watching it come down. No, I'm in PA. It snowed here all weekend. I mean, we only have maybe 2 or 3 inches on the ground because the ground wasn't warm enough, or I mean, cold enough for it to stick. So it came down for quite a while before it started sticking. So I thought, since there's not a whole lot going on, that we could do the second part of Adrasdea. But first, I wanted to cover 2 of the missing little boys. Now, Quentin Simon is the one that I did cover. Hi, Terry Lynn. Good morning. Quentin Simon is the one that I did cover. That was the one with the whole mess with Bullhorn Betty and Molly Golightly and all of them outside the grandma's home. So there's an update, or this is just like an updated clip of what's going on there. And then there is a clip of Michael Vaughn's, which is another little boy that's missing. You might have heard him be called Monkey. That's what his family had called him. But he also is missing. And the mom basically is pleading with YouTubers to stay out of it. I have not seen that crew on this case, but I don't know. They may be. Good morning, Stephanie. Aw, thank you, Stephanie. Yay, Jilly. Aw, Gail, I'm sorry. I have one that's local and one that's very far away. Good morning, Jay. And it's so hard. And of course, the one that's far away is the one that I have grandbabies from. So I'm pushing my oldest. to give me a grandbaby. Thank you, Terry Lynn. You guys, I love you guys. Y'all are awesome. Okay, I am going to play this one. It's only 3 minutes long, but it's just kind of like an update. I want to get the kids stuff out of the way first, so that then we can move on. So anybody that's watching for this stuff, they can get it in the very beginning. Good morning, Irma. Okay, Gail. Hi, Texas. See, Billy Joe stayed true to her word. She does try to evict them. And, you know, though that crew that I talked about, they are just hammering this woman and harassing this woman. And she tried to get them out of her house, which would have got them away from the kids because they didn't have custody. Good morning, Six. Good morning, Lily. Oh, you can't hear it? All that time you couldn't hear it? Can the rest of you hear it? Good morning, Fact. Something, right, Robert? What that you know, that's a whole nother controversy. Oh, you guys, I'm sorry. Hold on. I don't know why you can't hear it. All right, give me a second. I'm going to switch. Here we go. All right, let me know, guys, if you can't hear it.
Well, it's been nearly 40 days since Savannah toddler Quentin Simon went missing. As FBI experts prepare to return to the landfill where they've been searching for his body, our Andy Cole recounts what led up to his disappearance and what's happened since.
Complaint of a Her 1-year-old son is missing. She woke up, her door was open.
That 1-year-old son is Quentin Simon. Since he disappeared, hundreds of law enforcement officers have searched for him. But to understand this case, we need to rewind. September 7th, Chatham County Police responded to Quentin's Buckhalter Road home for a domestic dispute between Leilani Simon, his 22-year-old mother, and Billy Joe Howell, his grandmother. Police documents we've uncovered show they were fighting over clothes in the washing machine. Billy Joe said she, quote, may have to evict them being Leilani and her boyfriend, Daniel Youngkin. September 8th, Billy Joe stayed true to her word. She went through the courts and evicted Leilani and Daniel. September 28th, Leilani lost custody of Quentin and his older brother. Family court ordered her to pay $150 a month starting November 1st. October 5th, just 7 days later, Quentin went missing. Authorities began their search by air and by land. The FBI joined the case just 3 hours later. October 6th, while the FBI diligently searched the area.
I don't know if I can trust her if I don't.
Oh, good, Jilly.
We talked with Quentin's grandmother, Billy Joe Howell, about her daughter, Leilani.
She hasn't always done the right things. Sometimes she does really great, and sometimes she doesn't.
I am frustrated. I'm frustrated because we don't know what happened to Quentin.
October 10th, for the first time, police acknowledged there could be a criminal element to the case. FBI agents and local investigators re-canvassed the home and drained the backyard pool. October 12th, police announced Quentin is likely dead. In a tweet, CCPD named his mother, Leilani Simon, the prime suspect, but has not charged or arrested her. October 13th, Chief Hadley addresses reporters.
So apparently, guys, they have footage of her dumping something in the trash, and the trash came, the trash pickup came. So that's why they have been searching the landfill.
On the major development.
We only get one shot at this, right? We're going to do it right. We're going to do the best that we can. We're going to use the resources at our disposal.
No, what
October
if?
18th,
found
FBI
anything.
experts begin searching a landfill.
Suspect.
Police say they believe someone threw Quentin into a dumpster like trash, and that was taken to the landfill, where experts are searching piece by piece.
I cannot believe how they're walking the streets and a baby is gone. How can you do that? How?
From October 21st to November 3rd, police arrested 5 hecklers who've harassed the family for weeks, some live streaming the entire thing. November 4th, CCPD began enforcing a no loitering ordinance and required the hecklers to file a permit before setting up outside the home. More than a month after he was reported missing, there's been no arrests and no sign of little Quentin. In Chatham County, I'm Andy Cole, WJCL 22 News.
And of course, for a full timeline of the events that happened in this Quentin Simon case, you can go.
So, so they're searching the landfill for him. I know they had called off the search at the landfill last week because of weather. Hopefully that starts back up. Hold on, I need to. Now, this next one we have not covered. Whoops. We have not covered this one, but this one I'm playing just to show another family that is being that basically is pleading with YouTube to stop its stuff because it's interfering with the investigation.
My heart really goes out to Brandy Neal. I felt so heartbroken while listening to her speak about law enforcement, using tractors to dig up the yard of a house, searching for the remains of Michael. It must be the most unimaginable pain. Some people
Brandy.
on social media are using Facebook, etc. to reach out to the couple that resided in that house, whose backyard is being searched. Some are also reaching out to the neighbors, who are registered offenders, I believe. Brandy is appealing to YouTubers to please not reach out to any possible suspects. It is hampering the investigation. She asks YouTubers to please leave it to law enforcement, as they have been doing a good job so far, and will continue to do so. I think it's time that there is some closure in this case. I hope today is the day. Not knowing where their son is must be the hardest thing. Please keep Michael's family in your prayers.
Really, Willie, what are you doing?
You
You're
have
slacking
no
here.
right. Stop it. You are not law enforcement. And what you're doing is you are hindering Michael's case. Stop it, please. Let them do their jobs. They are doing an amazing job, and they continue to do an amazing job. And the things you're doing and pulling right now is unacceptable, because you know what you're doing? If some of these things that are going on right now are factual, you are hurting anything of justice for my son. Now stop it.
And we're staying on top of that breaking news in Fruitland. That's where Fruitland
Good Lord. First one, it is Monday morning, and that is my excuse today. I know I don't really need an excuse because I do it all the time, but yes, I was muted. Good morning, Okie. So anyway, we haven't covered that Michael Vaughn case. I pretty much just wanted to show it so that people would see that this, true crime or trauma community that are covering a lot of these missing children, they're hindering the investigations. That woman, the mother, was pleading for YouTubers to please stay back, stay out of it. You can report on things without making a nuisance in a circus out of such a horrible case. Thank you, Robert. Good morning, gamer girl. Okay, so now that we got those out of the way, we are going to watch the second installment of Adrasdea from Adonis Paul. I'm going to put the link for this video in the chat. If you guys could please, if you don't follow Adonis Paul, give him a subscription and then like this video. He did really good on these videos. Michael's mom. Hi, Doc. Oh, I'm sorry you can't go in front of the monitor, sweetie. Michael's mom has broken my heart since he went missing. She has been treated so badly in the public eye. See, and it's ridiculous. That's what I'm saying. These YouTubers, good morning, Ashley. Good morning, Harley. These YouTubers are literally inserting themselves into these cases. And if law enforcement hasn't arrested somebody that you feel is guilty, there's a reason they haven't. Either they don't have enough evidence, and they cover true crime, so they know this. The police, the FBI, they have to take their time with these investigations as far as making an arrest and, giving the public information, because look at what the public does with any little tiny bit of information. If they want charges to stick, they have to be meticulous in their investigation. Leave them alone. Let them do their job. Good morning, Rachel. Okay, we're going to move on to Adrasdea. And I will keep checking the Queens community posts so we don't miss anything over there.
So I've got a little bit of peach wine.
Sound okay,
and
guys?
It's not quite midnight here, but I would like to go ahead and raise a toast to saying goodbye to 2020 and to hello to 2021. May it bring
Good morning,
all
Rocky.
of
I just watched
the
your video this
hopes
morning.
and joy that we wished 2020 had brought us.
That's because I'm streaming to both of my channels. So I should put up the...
Sorry. We'll take a cup of kindness just for old lang syne.
Well, she tries to sing.
Whatever happened to predictability?
Hold on, guys. I need to mute. I'm going to get copyrighted for that.
TV. Did I?
I want the Full House song. I need to figure out what services you can do that on. You can ew. I saw that video, gross. There's services, music services that you can subscribe to, and then you can use copyrighted music in your streams, but I don't know what some of those places are.
I welcome you back once again to the Tale of Adrastia. It's now 2021, and after 5 years of being in some stage of homelessness, after sitting on her Section 8 voucher since July because she enjoyed living in a truck and pooping in a salad bowl so much, Adrastia has finally found a forever home. With the help of her caseworker, therapist, and a lot of taxpayer money, Adrastia has been given an apartment in beautiful East LA.
Oh, that's okay, Brandy. Get some rest and feel better.
Honestly, it's not that bad of a neighborhood she's in, for Los Angeles.
Yes.
Fun fact, as I write this in June of 2021, Adrastia has never once paid her rent, which is only $28. She has taken donations to help pay her rent, but in reality she spends it on weed and says the landlord is making thousands from the government, so they don't even care about her 28 bucks, which is probably true. In this film, we will be observing some peak Adrastia. This is the time frame between January 1st and early March 2021. What really stands out about this era is how we will get to see, firsthand, directed at us personally, the emotional terrorism, suicide threats, screaming rants, and all of the other great things that we have come to love about Adrastia. It's during this film that she will be discovered by J.J. Stone
Adonis
and
Paul
propelled to the E-fame that she wanted so badly with the help of Royce Lopez and his show Daywave Radio.
Sage.
This is also the time frame where I will discover her. We will see the origins of the fuck people, and much more. It's going to be a wild ride, and we're going to learn a lot about our favorite train wreck. Before we get started, I wanted to correct a couple of things I got wrong in Mayo. First, I said at one point that Roberta Law's body was chopped up and buried. This is not true. Since then, we have gotten our hands on more detailed reports, and the body was buried whole. Adrastia has harped on this and clung to this viciously as it's something I was actually wrong about, so Mary, my apologies. I also stated that Adrastia left for Los Angeles because her air conditioner broke and she got too hot to live in Florida. This also turned out to be not true. The truth is, she was living in a tent on her grandmother's land after being evicted from her Mima's condo. And that's where she got too hot to live in Florida. A little more reasonable. Now, Adrastia could have sold this land as it was willed to her by her grandmother, but despite claiming to have a bunch of lawyers on the case, nobody could figure out how to get to probate court. Strange, I know, but that's our Mary, full of stories, and I love her for it. Also, if you're currently following the story of Adrastia in real time, you know that some pretty damning inconsistencies have come out regarding what's in the court documents versus what Adrastia has stated and what's in her book. The fact that Kenneth McBride was never charged with the supposed 5 weeks of rape, beatings, and chaining Adrastia to a bed. That somehow never comes up in any of the court documents. It also seems like a story like that would probably be in one of the many articles we reviewed about the murder in part 1. But again, nothing. Seeing how Adrastia is the witness that had to turn him in after making a harrowing escape from her 5 weeks literally handcuffed to a bed,
morning, Bella.
one would think that they would slap this guy with a charge of kidnapping at least. Despite being asked many times to explain this, Adrastia has to date ignored or deleted all comments pertaining to the subject. Also, the court documents revealed that after murdering Roberta Laws, Kenneth McBride and Mary drove to a Walmart together to buy a shovel of all things. That's right. These geniuses were caught on surveillance footage purchasing the damn shovel they used the night of a murder right before burying a body in their backyard. Wow. Literally the worst thing you could get caught buying between murdering somebody and getting caught burying a body. And this is strange because according to Adrastia, she went catatonic and silent the moment she saw Roberta's murdered body and was washing blood off of a stuffed bear in the sink while Kenneth proceeded to bury her. It's really strange to hear someone say they remember doing things they did while in a catatonic state, which would mean you don't remember any of it. But a lot of things are a bit off in Adrastia's story. As detailed in her book, she was then taken from the sink to a bed and shackled there where Kenneth proceeded to beat and rape her for over a month. A terrible, horrifying story. Too bad it can't be true. Adrastia has also recently stated that when she went to the police, they took her laptop, and this was devastating to her because, in her words, my laptop was my life. One would think that she would have had to cope with that during her 5 weeks of torturous confinement and rape. You know that thing from Silence of the Lambs you plagiarized for your story? I would think that it wouldn't have been such a shock after not having it for all that time already, but unfortunately, that is another question Adrastia conveniently refuses to answer. Did she have Wi-Fi in this makeshift torture dungeon? And then the question of the circumstances under which she was supposedly abducted. According to her book, it was her birthday, so her grandmother treated her and McBride to a dinner. After dinner, Adrastia, conveniently I might add, says she broke up with McBride. Then he threatened her with a knife and told her to get in the truck or he would kill her grandma. It's a very convenient excuse and not a very imaginative one in my humble opinion. Then, she writes they drove to the house where the murder took place in silence. The statements from the court tell a very different story. Originally, Adrastia had told the reporting officer that she had no idea the murder was going to take place, so she was just driving back to McBride's house of her own accord, arguing with him about Roberta still living at his home and being engaged to him, while Adrastia resided at the residence as a live-in side piece. And while doing this, pretending to be this disabled old woman with cerebral palsy's friend by day and sleeping with her fiancé by night, because Adrastia is a great person. The only one of these inconsistencies that Adrastia has addressed is the shovel story, which she says she simply doesn't remember because she was in a catatonic state, which is strange coming from a woman who remembered enough to write a novel, just not the parts of her story that don't add up or make her look bad. These accounts come directly from the court record and your testimony. I do not consider them up for debate. So those are your updates on that front. The last thing I would like to state is where I stand on a couple of things. First off, I do not encourage people to harass or threaten Adrastia. I understand she is frustrating to the point of madness.
I guess
there
she
is
worked with the
like
state.
horror cow following out there.
She turned state with.
But I remind you,
witness.
not
That's
only
why
is
she
that
didn't
sort
go
of
to
thing
jail.
immoral and illegal, it removes the humor. If Adrastia is really being victimized, it's not funny. That's not cool. What I enjoy about her is how she invents her victimization. She doesn't need our help with that. Also, as many of you already know, Adrastia puts out a lot of videos. She melts down daily. She puts her foot in her own mouth in almost every video. It is impossible for me to put everything into Mayo 2 from this time frame. So if you feel like I left out your favorite Adrastia moment or something she said or did, check out the Adrastia Revived Archive channel on YouTube, where a lot of her old, now removed content is now available in full. I have to do a lot of editing for time, more than any other video I've ever done. So the best I can hope for is not to change the context of what's being said or make her look crazier than she actually is. Now with that out of the way, I am proud to present Mayo 2. We rejoin Adrastia in her new apartment, where she is absolutely glowing with excitement about receiving her free appliances and bed.
Okay.
Alright, so I'm about to go offline and try to relax, but I realized that I needed to make my bed first. And I thought y'all might be interested in seeing how I do that. So I've taken everything off of it right now except for my cardboard slats on the bottom. This is essentially just a little bit of padding and to keep the cold tile off of me. Next, I'm going to put on a layer of my clothes, which I'm essentially just using all of my clothes that I have right now that I don't wear. Alright, so there's that, and then the next layer is going to be this foam stuff that I got.
What the heck is all that?
And then the next layer is going to be my winter jacket because it has a little bit of padding. Like that.
Good
and
morning,
then I've got
Jessica.
a couple of extra articles of clothes to fill in the top area. And then I'm going to lay my blanket over it like a sheet and tuck the ends up underneath the cardboard to try to hold it all together. And there's my bed, and then I throw in my pillows. And I got, with this one, I don't know if you can tell, there's an edge on it. I rolled up all of my socks, and I put all of my socks in that one pillow so it'll hold the pillow up over that edge a little bit. And then I've got another blanket to cover up with. And until my bed is delivered, this is how I'm sleeping.
Wow. But she's getting
so
a bed.
furniture update. It's finally going to be delivered, hopefully. It has been scheduled for delivery on Tuesday. I don't know what time. I just will be waiting by the door all day long Tuesday. But yeah, Tuesday. My caseworker called this morning and said that the furniture is supposed to get here on Tuesday. I'm getting a stove, I'm getting a fridge, I'm getting a microwave, and I'm getting a bed, which means I can take the street mattress back out to the street. Yay!
A few moments later.
Good morning, Moon.
I made the mistake of telling people that I'll be getting my furniture soon, and now I'm being attacked and I'm being harassed because they want me to kill myself before my furniture comes in. I'm aware that other people have bipolar and are able to work. I'm aware that other people have borderline personality and are able to work. I'm aware that other people have PTSD and are able to work. I am not. I'm not strong. I'm not smart. I'm not capable. I am worthless. I am entirely worthless. I am sorry that I am worthless trash. But please, stop harassing me over it.
This is part of what people don't understand about mental illness. You ask, how can I think that everybody hates me when there's one person that doesn't? There's 2 people that don't. There's 253 people on my YouTube, and I don't know that you're all supporters of me. There are people that watch my videos just to see me hurt. And I can't. Okay, so you're not one of those people. That does not mean that those people don't exist. That does not mean that they're not there, that I'm not communicating with them other places. I told y'all, I post on multiple different boards. I post on Facebook, I post on Recolor, I post on Twitter. Other places, people talk to me. I'm on Recolor having people tell me that I need to just fucking kill myself because I'm a worthless fucking piece of shit that can't do anything, that can't get a job, that can't work, I can't do fucking anything. And then other people will tell me, well, why would you listen to that? Because it's all I've got to listen to. Nobody else talks to me. All I'm hearing is the people that hate me. And so many people hate me. So many people hate me. My own...
The only comment I got, Gail, was the comment where you asked me if I got the comments.
Family wants me dead, but I'm not supposed to believe that everybody hates me? And I try to explain that, and you just say,
She's
well, no,
new to me too, Spooky.
We don't
I'm learning
see that.
with you.
We don't hate you. We love you. There's 2 people that care about you, so why should you care about the 5 million that fucking hate you? There are funerals every day for somebody who killed themselves, and people standing around saying, well, why? Didn't they know that we loved them? How couldn't they know that we loved them? Because it doesn't feel like anybody does. I went through this last year with the prank call people that were fucking... Every time I posted a video, people would say, it's not me, it's not me, it's not me. Fuck you, it's somebody. It's somebody. Just because it's not you personally doesn't mean it's not happening, and I have a right to talk about it, and I have a right to be upset.
She is, Jessica.
What hurts the worst is that they're still calling me a drug addict. And they're still seeing me as a drug addict. I used to be a drug addict, and I'm not anymore. And I don't see shame in the mistakes that I made because I got past it. Back in 2009,
Good morning,
after
Irma.
the murder, after the captivity situation.
All right, hold on. In Mary's book, I'll Never Stop Screaming, she describes being shackled into a bed, violently hurt, and AR'd for 5 weeks, only at the end being unchained, allowing her to escape. There's absolutely no mention of this in the articles and court documents associated with the case that we can locate. In fact, after reviewing the facts, there is more evidence for this never happening. There are very few things I am willing to say I 100% believe to be a fact in Mary's past. However, I believe the story about her being shackled for 4 out of 5 weeks after the unaliving to be, without a single doubt in my mind, a work of fiction. I love this guy's editing and everything. I love his videos. He does such a good job.
I was an extremely messed up person. You know, I already had PTSD before the whole situation happened, and I went off the rails crazy. So there was about a year, 2 years.
Oh, I'm so sorry for your loss, Gail.
I was very heavily addicted to drugs. And
I haven't lied about that. You know, I jumped around from bed to bed, whoever could get me what I needed. I broke my own
Good
bones
for you,
and
Bella.
went to the hospital for my
Love
fix.
a success story.
I was a junkie. And I don't know if you've ever been addicted to pain medication.
Okay, Gail,
but the
you take
withdrawal
care.
of it is extremely hard. You know, I was sweating and crying and shaking, and just every inch of me wanted to call up some man to come over and fuck me and give me some pain medication because I couldn't take it. I love marijuana.
I said shit, me too.
And it also helps me. But I will not spend the rest of my life
Right, Willie?
being told that that makes me a drug addict. Way back when I was 19, my husband married me as... He didn't marry me because he loved me and wanted a wife. He married me because he was transgender and he needed a beard. If you don't know what a beard is, it's a straight person who pretends to date a gay person so that the gay person can hide the fact that they are gay and make the world think, well, I'm straight, you know. And that was my first marriage. That was my first love. The man that I truly felt loved me, and it was the first time I ever believed somebody loved me. I don't know how to trust people. And every time I do extend a little bit of good faith towards somebody, it always blows up on me. It always ends up exactly the way it ended up with Megan. She was my friend, she was my supporter, she was there for me, and then all of a sudden, she was a scammer. She saw her moment and proved to me that I can't trust anybody, and I need to be able to trust people. I exist off of the kindness of other people. Literally, I wouldn't be going to get food right now if people had not sent me money. I wouldn't have tampons right now if people had not sent me money. Ryan did it too.
Is that right, guys?
He said he was my friend. He would be there for me. He gave me the truck, and then he took the truck back. And he never wanted to actually get to know me. All that talk he wanted about being my friend and being there for me. He didn't watch my YouTube. He didn't read my book. He didn't care to learn about the mental issues that I struggled with. He didn't care to find out who I was as a person. He just wanted... He wanted to get me off the street. He wanted to help and feel good about himself for helping somebody, but he didn't want to actually get to know me and help me. Because he never would do that.
Adrasdea?
And I trusted him. I trusted that he was a good person, that he was really, you know, trying to help me. And at the end of the day, he never even cared to find out what was going on with me.
Right,
not from my
Irma?
mouth.
Yelling.
And I know that, you know, there are people that are helping me, that are taking care of me. And I want to be able to trust that they truly care about me. Can't believe I even have to make this video, but here we fucking go. It was a chair. It wasn't the end of the world. Was it worth getting so worked up and emotional over? Why do you make such big issues out of such petty things? Mental illness, bitch! Have you ever heard of it? Wow. Leo Vanderpools wants to know, why did you move to LA? It's painfully obvious there's nothing here for you. Life was here for me. I was living in a tent on the property out there that they had left me that I wasn't supposed to be living on because there was no home.
and we came up a hurricane.
Good morning, Hannibal.
And it was gonna rain for an entire week. And I was like, well, this is the best chance for me to get out of here, because when it was sunny, it was too hot for me to even like
She's
leave the tent.
right around Foodie's age. I want to say 37 or so.
But when it was raining, I could move around. And so I left on a day when it was raining, and it was supposed to rain for a full week, and I walked all the way I left Ocean Way, Jacksonville, Florida.
You mean you're not on here
first
begging every day?
And then
Cool.
I wound up
they make it sound like every
catching a
person that
bus
has a
in
mental
Savannah,
illness
Georgia,
is
that took me
entitled.
the rest of the way
You know, like,
to LA.
hello,
And
there's
I
a
needed
lot
to
of
get
us
some
that aren't
place
on here
where there was
begging.
more help than there was in Florida, because Florida at the time wouldn't even give me food stamps because I couldn't work. And they said, well, you're an adult and we don't see any physical deformities, so if you can't work, you can't get food stamps. If you can work, they said that I could have food stamps, but I would have to work like 40 hours a month or something. I'm not able to do that.
Oh, thank you, Texas. I know we have the best chat.
I literally
agree.
can't handle being told to wait someplace other than a waiting room without freaking out for an entire
I don't know
day.
what Morrison's is, but
Y'all expect me to hold a job?
chicken sounds good.
I'm sorry. What do you think is gonna happen when I push the wrong button on the keyboard just once? You think I'm easily gonna be able to get over it and move on with my day? No, the fuck I'm not. The fact that weed is legal here has helped me. Oh God, you know how much that's helped me? Not having my main medication being illegal. When I was in Florida, I was a prostitute.
The woman just wants to talk and talk and talk and talk. But a prostitute is someone who would love you no matter who you are, what you look like. Yes, it's true, children.
And a lot of times I was having sex with men just for weed.
You ever suck some dick for marijuana?
I don't have to pay for my weed with sex anymore. That is extremely helpful for my mental health. So why did I move to LA? Because there was a lot more help here for me than there was in Florida.
Name, the dog bit me and you don't care, but you're taking care of this animal. Are you okay? Now you're attacking me. Your dog bit me and now you're attacking me.
Yes! Beat her ass!
Your dog attacked me and now you're attacking me.
Hold on.
Good morning, Marion.
Oh, I gotta start this over. That was delicious! Let's start that over again. I need to see that again.
Okay, Gail.
The dog bit me and you don't care, but you're taking care of this animal. Are you okay? Now you're attacking me.
Good morning, Cringe. Good morning, Tina.
She gonna fuck you up.
Your dog attacked me and now you're attacking me.
Oh God, it's so awesome.
Her dog attacked me and then she attacked me. Her fucking dog attacked me. This woman has a dog off the leash that is biting people. My ankle is bleeding. Because I was walking by collecting recycling.
You'll have to continually hit play for what? Her videos are like 3-4 minutes long each.
She said no, right? And then she starts calling the dog by its name. So I said, if it's not your dog, how do you know its name? She's constantly denying that it's her dog. But she's taking care of it, and she knows its name, and she picked it up, and she attacked me. I want somebody to come and
Oh
get
my
that
gosh,
fucking
his
dog
music.
and put it with some people that can take care of it, because that bitch was letting me run around biting people. I'm fucking
Right, Cringe?
I'm out here collecting
If you don't like my pets, or if you don't like little children, and I know it's time for you to go.
And people don't give a shit, you know? It was her dog. She just didn't want to take responsibility. for her goddamn animal.
Yeah, no shit.
Fucking
Hey,
cunt.
AG, this is your people, homie.
This is in California, by the way. Anybody out near Mott?
Own it.
DeSoto first.
Okay,
That
Jilly.
bitch and her three-legged dog that bites people stays.
Well, what a fun little adventure through a sewer filled with hypodermic needles that was. According to Adrastia, it's apparently not enough to give a homeless woman a free truck so she can park it at a church, stink it up with urine and feces, and vlog all day about how she never plans to work, while playing Super Nintendo games between sad begs for cash. No. You should also have to get to know that person.
Gail.
Really know them. Be their family. Forgive them their sins. Otherwise, fuck you. That might be the most ungrateful shit I have ever heard in my life. This guy gave her a truck. We also learned the story of why Adrastia moved to California. It wasn't to move somewhere with more free money or housing than Florida. No. It's because there's more help in California than Florida. Because that's different somehow. In addition, Adrastia is the one person on Earth addicted enough to marijuana to actually sleep with random men from Craigslist to get it. Just invite some guy over to the tent for a quick throw in exchange for an eighth and a couple of morphine pills. That lovable scamp JJ Stoner had found a real diamond in the turd here. Unfortunately for Adrastia, JJ Stoner is also the co-host on a larger morning show, Daywave Radio. This would begin a series of hard lessons about how to handle that e-fame that she wanted so badly.
I knew what was gonna happen. I've been begging them to do something since, I don't know, 2 days after I moved in when I noticed it was leaking. Now there's drywall all over my shampoo bottles. I don't want to empty the tub because I don't want to like clog up the pipes with all this dirt. And I really need to wash my hair.
And he does some good music, but I'm going to have copyright up the...
Once again, welcome to Daywave, and thank you for being here with me this morning. Hi, everybody.
It's been a full month since I've had a shower.
What?
Yes, sir.
She flips
This
out
is
on
an
everything
onion that
else,
as soon as you start
though,
unpeeling
Gamer.
it just gets worse and worse and worse and worse.
How was she not at a shower in a month? Is that shit?
That's shit.
Oh no!
That's shit.
Somebody shit in the shower?
Someone shit in the shower, homie.
Oh no! No! She got mad at Kitty because I guess Kitty posted something.
Well, what happened was she made a video about her yelling at somebody. She had just moved into the apartment, and like it was literally the first day she was in the Section 8 apartment.
Okay.
And someone that was living there stuck their head in the fucking door to be like, oh, someone's living here, and she fucking lit into them. And Kitty reminded her that it could be just a neighbor or maintenance man or whatever, so you'll see.
Okay.
Last video I made about the leak, Kitty B replied, "Just remember, you went full Karen on a concerned neighbor just looking out for your property. You could have thanked him for his concern and introduced yourself instead of ripping his head off. I'm sure he hopes you go back to the shelter too. Never forget, this is all your fault."
Kitty is an instigating bitch, and I love it.
A concerned neighbor walked into my apartment without knocking or asking
or introducing himself.
Mhm.
He just pushed the door open and walked right in.
Okay.
And what, I'm supposed to suck his dick?
Well, hold on a second. I don't
just went to 100 real quick.
Yeah, I don't. Whoa! You just told me I got whiplash with that one. Wait a second. I don't think anybody was implying you had to suck this man's penis.
Hi, welcome to the neighborhood. I'm a good girl. I get down on my knees just like I'm supposed to.
I know she's being sarcastic, but I feel like she would.
There's been past times in her life where I believe she would too.
If a man I don't know comes into my home, I fight. So fuck you for thinking that my roof
Don't look at her
leaking
fingernails.
is my own fault because I stood up for myself against a man who decided it was his right to walk into my apartment. He wasn't working for the landlord. He wasn't just checking on a concern. He wasn't just concerned. For all I know, he could have been coming in to steal from me himself.
Steal what? Your cans? God, that's a really good point. Somebody Kitty posted this when she made this video 11 seconds ago. Somebody says, wow, she really thinks things through. She doesn't just jump in to make videos.
Dude, you should have seen. All right, so there's a duck video that you need to get. There's a lot to go through
No,
here.
of course.
So when you get to the ducks, what do you not feed ducks, Royce?
What do you not feed ducks? I don't know, hand grenades?
Well, you don't throw rice at them, right?
Oh, no, of course not. Any birds, because it expands in their stomach.
Oh, that
Okay,
stinks,
yeah.
Rocky.
That's what everyone knows.
Did she kill ducks? Did she kill ducks?
I told you, this is a fucking onion that the more that you unfucking furl from it, the better it gets.
Way back with the birdies and the rice. I don't know how I'm gonna do this with one hand, but I'll figure it out, won't I? Hey guys, I came back.
Okay.
She also said that she needs.
I had my hand over the names, not my hand, my mouse, so it pops up this thing, so it covered the
There you
names.
go.
I knew that was Willie's
Don't give the
comment.
birds rice.
Hey, PETA, this isn't us. Okay, we're just covering it like a news story. This is a duck murder.
Also, if you're homeless, why would you give away your rice?
All right, so Royce, she got how much from the Trump bucks the second time?
Wasn't it $1,200, right?
No, the second time it was 600.
Oh, 600. Yeah.
All right, so her rent is $38 a month. Just so you know, don't ask me why I know that, but oh yeah, because she's told us 52 fucking times. But anyways, she got $600. All right, she got the $600 on a Monday.
All
right. By Friday, how much money did she have?
Oh, I hate math problems. She had negative money?
She had negative money.
Oh, no. Let me ask you a question. Why does this video say mayonnaise hair mask?
Because she's about to put mayonnaise in her hair.
So we're set up to do this in the bathroom because I don't like icky things.
Don't
on
look at her
my
teeth or her
hands,
nails.
So I want to be near a sink. I went and I bought me some mayonnaise because I didn't have any.
She didn't even get Duke's. That's what pisses me off about it. She got the shitty mayo.
Yeah, Duke's is superior mayonnaise. I will agree with you.
If you're gonna do something, do it right.
And I also got this, which is apple cider vinegar for.
What, is she making a salad in her hair?
Which that's something that my grandmother used to do.
Meemaw. Now watch this. All right, so anyways, what they tell you to do with
not
this
about
is
to
you
do
put
this.
a dollop on your hand and you run it through there. This is a thing, believe it or not. You're supposed to put it in your hand and whatever, and it's supposed to make it softer. And let's see what she does, which is, yeah, not how you do it, but it's
It's
okay.
supposed to start at the roots and work down. So let me move my hair around a little bit so I can get to my roots.
There she is, Miss Hobo
Isn't this
America.
Actually, you know what? I do have something for this.
Priorities, Willie.
Specifically for this situation. Look, I never thought I would have ever say this on my show, and I've said a lot of weird shit on my show. But let's get to the part where this crazy homeless person put mayonnaise in her hair.
There you go. Never thought that was going to happen.
Nope.
Here it goes.
Why is it doing the farty thing? It literally is just an open.
Not the first time someone...
That's too much mayonnaise! Oh my God, that's already too much mayonnaise!
Right? It's supposed to be a dollop.
What are you making, potato salad in your head?
Now, believe it or not, this is not the worst white thing she's ever put in her hair.
Oh, fucking Christ almighty.
Ew. That looks gross.
Yes,
You think?
because it's fucking mayonnaise in your hair.
Just look how happy she is to do
It
this,
is gross.
though.
It's mayonnaise. Okay, the comb I think is going to be...
Cool Point says, not only is she beautiful, but she also has a great personality.
problematic. I'm probably going to have to use my hands. Ew.
Royce, this is a long video.
I know it's long, JJ.
There's a lot to unpack.
No, she's putting more mayonnaise. You already have too much mayonnaise. There's already too much mayonnaise.
You would be shocked at
definitely is
that knowing
unwell
that.
for what I agree.
It's JJ. Gigi, it's a cartoonish amount of mayonnaise. in her hair.
I don't know what the answer would
Yeah.
be though, because when people
Why is she putting
like
so
this don't take their
much mayonnaise
medicine
in
and
her hair?
everything.
I don't. This is why I follow these people.
Oh no! What the fuck, man? Listen to the noise. It sounds like Shaney's sex tape.
Ew.
Hey,
We don't want to
in
know
Discord,
that.
I can hit it.
Oh fuck.
Oh yeah, Ball Powder makes a good point. Hey JJ, she will be making a new video about this place today. Do not go there and comment on her shit. She will bitch about it. I'm telling y'all. Don't tell her Daywave or JJ sent me, please. Don't do that.
Are you being sarcastic?
Don't fucking do it. No, I'm not. I'm fucking serious. I don't want this bitch knowing I exist.
Fair enough.
Minutes. So I'm going to let it sit for the 20 minutes.
20 minutes? She's gonna sit with mayonnaise in her hair for 20 minutes?
Yes.
It's not about the video, Willie. It's about
And you're
hanging
right.
out
The
with
sound
us.
is legendary.
It's
Can't believe you don't know that.
Have you done anything like this with your hair?
No, because I'm not a fucking retard.
Ever like try to home mask or anything crazy? My grandmother.
Good morning, Shauna.
Used to, like I said, put apple cider vinegar on.
Apple cider.
I had lice a lot as a
No,
kid.
Talking's hard when your hands full of
She
mayo.
would put kerosene in my hair.
There you
kill the
go.
lice.
Yep. Mima put kerosene in her head.
She would put fucking
Opie. I don't
kerosene
know
in her
what
hair
the
to kill the
answer is
lice?
to that either.
Yes.
So many
That's
of
what
them
Mima
do.
did for her.
And then she would smoke a cigarette while she was doing it right by it.
Yep.
Okay, so I'm gonna try to comb it through, but I don't know.
I don't think it's gonna work.
I doubt that this is gonna work.
It's not.
Oh, look, she's the Fonz now.
Hey!
Hey!
That's a good screenshot right there.
It really is.
That's the thumbnail for the day.
It is. It is. Here, let me actually. I'm gonna full screen it so people could grab it if they need it. There it is. So, the tale of old Mayohead, which, you know, some people that watch this, I'll say this, they're like, "Oh, you're being so mean. Why are you being so mean?" There's a lot of people that know this person that say she's a terrible person and that she's a liar. Like, personally know her. That have been messaging me saying, "Thank God you guys are doing this. She's terrible. She does terrible things." Whether it's true or not, I don't know. But I just want to let everybody know that that's something that people have been messaging me.
I don't know exactly what's going on, but I think that somebody was in my apartment.
Again?
Again. I told you it's a machine, dude. If you don't pay attention to her for one day, you're gonna miss it.
So, I haven't been here for a little bit.
I unlocked the deadbolt and turned the knob, and the knob was locked.
You know what? I heard
I was like,
too,
that's
Gail, that
kinda
if you put like a couple drops of tea tree oil in your shampoo, that it will like what's the word? Like repel them. Like they won't jump on you.
Why did I lock the door?
Could it be
Good morning,
that you're just
PR.
making this up?
Are you implying that this woman's a liar, JJ?
I looked around, and I didn't think there was anything missing.
Yes, exactly.
Right? My controller is right here.
Thank God.
The tea tree
still
doesn't
there.
work, gamer.
Fucking, that was what I would have. I was losing sleep.
And I'm like, why would they steal my necklace pendant but not steal the TV or the game controller?
Yeah, that's kind of weird, right?
Where else is it?
Hey, did you feed it to one of the ducks?
Like, I've got my little table. Don't judge.
That's a box.
It was right here. I took it off. I put it here. So...
Can I also point out that forks and butter knives go in the kitchen, not in your fucking nightside table box?
That is her kitchen.
Yeah, I've looked around my room. I've looked around the house, and I'm not finding it. So I'm gonna have to go down to Skid Row tomorrow and buy myself a new pendant. And
Why? Why do you
I
need
was
it?
just gonna say that's a necessity
why
now.
Having
Tampons, no.
mental health issues suck,
But a
because
pendant?
there's a part
Yes.
of my brain that is logically saying nobody came into your apartment
is
and took
nicer
your
than
fucking
Chantal.
necklace pendant that cost $1 and left.
You overpaid.
They would do it just to fuck with you.
Who is they?
Just like the people online are fucking with you. There's people that just fuck with
Who? Who online is fuck? Oh.
Completely cleaned up your room. I moved the box. I looked under the bed, around the bed, the blankets. That pendant is gone.
Okay.
How? And why?
How? Because you threw it away.
But the necklace is most definitely
Heroin, that's
gone.
cute and gross at the same time.
So something happened, right? Did I dissociate?
Hold on a second. Does she have DID now?
Did I had a blackout but what would I have done with it if
I don't know, man. You're the crazy one. Who are you asking?
even if I had blacked out, like, there's only so many places I could move it to. I don't have anything. I'm using boxes as tables. Like, where am I gonna hide it?
I have no food.
Through the box?
What do I do?
That is like my biggest
Because
fear.
the last time I was
It's
having
like,
them, I wasn't seeing a doctor or a therapist or anything. It was just like, my husband would be like, "Oh, you're back," you know, because
I'm sorry. Is she trying to pull the Walter White thing when he just woke up, like when he was the naked in the grocery store?
Oh, Texas.
It's my birthday!
My daughter's a
So,
germaphobe,
I
so
just realized how
she
stupid
doesn't
it
share
is
much.
for me to be like describing
Good
what
morning,
my
Nut
pendant
Salsa.
looked like, because none of y'all are anywhere near me, and these things are sold in bulk. Like, if you can't tell that this is a different necklace than the one I was wearing a couple of months ago without just staring at my tits the whole time, then there's a bigger problem than me not being able to accurately describe a pendant. Do y'all just get lost at the tits
Lily, you are
and
cranky
not
today.
actually see the necklace? There's a
Hey, can you stop
pendant
staring
moving
at her,
around
Papas?
up there. Do y'all see it, or is it just titties? And if it's just
Right,
titties,
Shauna.
can you send me a couple of dollars to my PayPal? why you're magnetized, mesmerized, hypnotized, PayPal me /Adrasdea.
This is the second one by Adonis
Mayohead's back.
I see.
Mayohead is back.
Part of this channel is keeping me accountable for my health, my mental health, and my physical health. I told y'all that I was going to be taking better care of myself
This video, guys, is from Adonis Paul, and he is
I've not been doing
amazing.
it.
So if you guys want to follow here,
Specifically,
video.
the past week, I've been eating gluten.
All right, so a little back lore on the gluten. Anytime she eats gluten, she gets like violently sick for the whole week after that.
So does she legitimately have a gluten disease?
Nothing with her is legitimate, but that's what she says. So.
Got it.
I know that I could die if I don't stop because my body needs nutrients. Right? I'm aware of this. But my mind keeps telling me that I deserve
gluten.
It's harder to do at this particular time of the year because that anniversary reaction that I've talked about it before.
What anniversary? Is it the HIV one?
The murder happened.
Oh, the murder.
Yeah, all right. So I know what that one is.
It was a murder.
All right, so the first husband was dating an older lady, and she did her little move in and just be a homeless woman living with another, couple, and then they decided one night to murder the old lady and bury her.
But she's admitting to it.
But yeah, she's admitted to it in many different forms.
I find myself just back at that time, and remembering the days when I was tied to a bed.
What?
Yes, you would find this out if you get the book.
Fine. Sounds more like a movie, doesn't it?
Yeah, it is a little fictional, yes.
I dropped off the planet for 5 weeks and
Hi,
nobody
Gabrielle.
noticed. And
I guess be more memorable would be the what you should take from this.
that's where a lot of the feeling that I need, that I deserve to hurt, and that I deserve to be sick, and that I deserve to just let my body waste
her
away.
ex apparently unalived the person, Willie, and then she helped discard the body. Allegedly.
I still feel that nobody really cares, and nobody's ever going to care.
She did. She wrote a
Hey,
book.
Mayohead, I care. Never stop making content, please.
Yes, please. We don't want you to go anywhere. I want you to be healthy, as a matter of fact. No, hold on. I'm going to do something right now. I want to see you win at life.
Yeah, her ex was with a woman that was, I can't remember what was wrong with her. But anyways, he unalived her, and then Adrasdea helped him discard the body, and she turned state's witness, so she never got time or anything for it.
There. Now she knows.
So, this is gonna be a hard video for me, but I feel like I have to make it.
Oh yeah, she had
Because
cerebral palsy.
Wayway
Thank you,
Radio
Fiend.
is sending his supporters to my channel to call me a liar and tell me that my life is not real. I've struggled a lot with people calling me a liar. After my book was released, my family said that it was all lies. I can show y'all where my mother was arrested for prostitution less than 2 months after my little brother was born disabled with cerebral palsy. I can show y'all where my father was arrested for being her pimp. I can prove to y'all that she left us children with sex offenders and drug addicts while they went out to do those things. And people will still tell me that I'm lying. I can show y'all the prison records of my father going to prison for marijuana, and y'all would still tell me that I'm lying. So the evidence that I'm about to show y'all, I know that you're still just gonna tell me that I'm lying, you know? So why am I doing it? Why am I doing it? Because a bunch of people online hate me and are forcing me to. And Daywave Radio, he says, oh, we don't want you to hurt yourself. We want the best for you. Then why are you doing this? The body was discovered.
She is very much so like Letitia.
24.
What if
Sneaked
I
out of the house
believe
Tuesday morning
she just does
and
weed.
walked to a convenience store where a clerk gave her a ride to a friend's in St. Johns County, and she contacted deputies to say she had information.
Oh yeah,
about a possible
fact. She does probably
Okay.
10 videos a day. Like I said,
This
they're
is
really
probably
short,
the only article
but
that has my
it's
name
constant. And it's always crying and yelling and
McBride was charged with Law's February 2009 murder. Excerpts from an interview with police show that he told investigators he choked her like a dog. She was pregnant too. That's not in any of these, but she was. That's something only I know, I guess, because I was so involved with the case. Anyways, so yeah.
Anyways, so yeah.
Hold it right there. Sorry to interrupt, but I can't let that go. Notice this look. And down at the bottom, there is more of this article to read. Let's go to the original article and see what was below that seems to have spooked Adrastia into this look of horror and physically recoiling before giving us the anyways, so yeah, whatever, moving on treatment. It looks like it says Law's remains were buried near McBride's home in Middleburg. Oh, here it is. Law's remains were found buried near McBride's home in Middleburg. Authorities say that McBride donated Law's wheelchair to the Salvation Army after he killed her.
wow.
Laws had cerebral palsy. Prosecutor John Guy argued her condition made the crime particularly heinous, as she was defenseless against a choking attack that a medical examiner estimated would have left her conscious for several minutes as she contemplated why her lover chose to kill her. McBride is a registered sex predator since an arrest in 1996. The victim in the case was a girl under 12. Guy asked the jury to consider how McBride used his second chance from the legal system to kill someone who loved him. Chief Assistant Public Defender Rafiq Eller argued that McBride acted poorly on his emotions as he tried to foster a relationship with another woman. This would be Mary. He showed the jury emails suggesting that the two had talked about the need to get Laws out of McBride's life. If he was a loaded gun, she pulled the trigger, Eller told the jury. That doesn't excuse it, but he'll have every day for the rest of his life to think about what he's done to someone he loved. Almost ironically, the woman's email handle was Broken Angel. Though Eller called her an accessory to murder, she was never charged. In fact, she was the one who went to police when she realized what McBride had done. I remind you, she went to the police 5 weeks later. Her story she originally told is not that she was confined, that she had no idea this had happened at all. And once she found out, she ran straight to the police. Adrastia is a liar. Yeah, I can see why you might want to omit that part, Mary. It's at this time I would like to remind Adrastia that lying by omission is not a secret thing that only she knows about.
Aw,
and it's
good,
something
Hannibal.
she
I'm
does
so glad.
a
I'm
lot.
so sorry I missed your
Once you
live
see
yesterday.
it, you can't
I have my
unsee
alerts
it.
on though now.
Anyway, Now that we know exactly what that face meant, oh no, I was supposed to stop scrolling before now, I
You
just
guys
got
notice?
caught, and exactly how we were being deceived.
Do you notice Plug, the AR are missing this morning? I think they were up too late last night.
Let's move on.
I don't want his face up there. He got life. The jury wanted death. Just like I said.
It's fun, Hannibal. That's
know
why I was saying, like,
why
even people that
it's
don't like
so
games or
hard
whatever
to
can just like
believe
sit
that my
and
life
hang out and
is
chat.
my life, but
It's a
is
fun
for
night.
some
It's just,
people.
it's like a palate cleanser after our week.
All I want is to be believed. All I want is for my life to be believed when it's real. There's news articles that have my name. How can y'all still tell me that I'm just making all of this up? Alright, so
I'll put up a poll
Pokemon is
PR
gonna
and
be a
see if
little
people
late
want to do it
tonight.
earlier.
I'm about to get over and play it. But
I could go
haven't
7.
been able
I could even go
to
6.
do anything.
I just don't want to do it too early because then I feel like people will still be
And
enjoying
I guess
their
I should
family,
be thanking
you know, Sunday.
J-Wave Radio because
Oh, there's V.
What they did today caused
Oh,
me to
yeah, I wasn't
do some
thinking V.
research
Duh,
and
you
learn
don't
a
get that
little bit
option
more
to
about
sleep in,
myself.
huh?
Even after making my own video to try to clear it up, I've still been thinking about
Oh,
it
who cares? I'm horrible.
repeatedly.
I finally won one last
All
night. What if?
day long. It's just been repeating in my mind the parts that they got wrong and the truth and the entire story. You know, just I've been replaying it. So I started Googling and found that what it is when my thoughts get like this is called rumination, and it can be associated with anxiety, with OCD, which I've been diagnosed with before, mildly. It's mild. It mostly only happens when I'm triggered, and I guess they're gonna laugh at that, but I guess I'm triggered. I know that y'all
She's always triggered.
don't really understand. You want to believe that I'm making it all up. I'm gonna try to let it go long enough to play Pokemon, but don't be shocked if I'm not as verbal during the playthrough, you know.
No, you
A
don't have to
few
apologize,
moments later.
Texas.
Y'all don't see me as a human
Life
being.
and family come first.
You don't see me as a person, you know? You just want to make fun of me. You just want to laugh at me. It's just really... A big part of me just wants to kill myself right now. Like, I just don't want to do it anymore. I don't want to pretend that it's ever gonna get better.
Let me see if
That
I can
anybody's
find it.
ever gonna look at me and actually care and see me as a human being and not just this worthless piece of garbage. Y'all said you wanted me to get rid of the pink, right? That's what'll make me a person to you. That's what'll make me real to you, right? If I just get rid of the pink.
That's her book, guys. I'll never stop screaming.
What a beautiful name.
It means insanity.
I look like an alien. Is this stripped down enough for you? Is this human enough for you? Is this enough? Is this ever going to be enough? Or are you just gonna keep coming to my channel when I'm having nervous breakdowns and telling me that I'm lying about everything, and I'm just making everything up, that I'm not real, I'm not a human being, I'm not a woman going through anything, I'm just lying, right?
Couldn't Moon, take off some of those sides.
Doesn't matter. Nothing I ever do will ever convince you that I'm a real life human being that's going through something.
Oh, I know.
Even if I fucking killed myself, you wouldn't believe me. You say what you just want attention. It's hard to get attention when you're dead. And y'all chose right now.
Nuh-uh, Gail.
When I'm dealing with a lot of effects from PTSD from that murder, to come at me and call me a liar and make these videos about me. I got rid of the pink, okay? I'm a real human being.
Okay, Moon, have a great day.
Came into my support system and started calling me a liar, and now where am I supposed to go for support?
I wanted to make a quick video to let the people that actually care about me know that I'm okay. I'm sorry that I broke down. I had to release some energy, and it was my hair or my body, you know. So, but I'm okay. Hair is just hair. It will grow back.
You too, Six.
I can always
Happy
dye it again
Monday.
when it does. People tell me that this Royce guy is a good guy. I'd like to believe that.
Yes.
But it's difficult to believe
Exactly,
that
Bella.
a good person is sending his subscribers over to the channel of a person who has PTSD. I could film every second of my life and people would still call me a liar because I can't film inside my mind. They'll say, well, we've seen you break down crying before and you barely even cried when you cut your hair, so it must have just been for attention. That's not even how it works when you're having a breakdown. Sometimes it's like your body just vibrates with this energy that you have to expel somehow. I had to hurt myself somehow. Because these men are hurting me. They're hurting me emotionally and they don't care. Because they don't understand, they don't know me. But the people that are here that do know me, I don't want you to worry about me. Because I'm gonna get through this. It's not gonna be easy. I'm not gonna lie to you and tell you that I'm fine. But I'm going to be fine. And I'm going to get through it. So don't worry about me.
Wow, that's certainly something normal people do. And now you know why the series is called Mayo. This is actually an important one to break down because there's real criminal psychology at play in these videos. After having the story of the murder of Roberta Laws told inaccurately by JJ Stoner by his own admission, making her sound like a murderer, she felt like she needed to set the record straight by presenting the articles where they detail the murder. Where she at one point realizes that she has revealed there is more to read, and she physically recoils in panic. After that, she makes a video about her ruminating thoughts. She just can't stop thinking about that story, how wrong JJ was. Or, I have a theory, she couldn't stop thinking about, oh shit, did they just catch me in my lie? And the answer was yes. In her comments, people immediately let her know, hey, you forgot the part where they call you an accomplice and refer to you as the one who pulled the trigger. She knows she's caught. So instead of facing up to that, Adrastia retreats into the coping mechanism we have seen literally 100 times now. Self-harm or threats thereof. Scare people away from asking any more questions. threaten herself so people will do what she wants. While she is irrationally chopping off all of her hair, she keeps repeating how JJ and Royce said that she wasn't a human being, and if she cut off the pink, then she could regain her humanity. This was never said.
Hey, Dad.
Nothing like this was ever said. Nothing that a reasonable person could construe
Bye,
as
Fringe.
this
Have a good
was
day.
ever said. Adrastia, luckily, is not a genuine self-harmer. She's a scratcher. She cuts her hair. She's not into real pain or serious injuries. And that's good. You shouldn't be. So for some reason, she didn't go with her usual
We
limo
had snow all
of scratching
weekend,
her
Dad.
arm or her
My
leg
daughter
and making a
was so
video
happy.
showing that. Maybe she had a therapist appointment soon or something. I don't know. So the hair had to go. Something shocking that would scare people, but didn't cause her any real pain. Make no mistake, the plan here is to come up with something that she thought was so shocking and drastic that the internet would immediately say they're sorry and never bring up the murder again, which she told everyone about, and her secrets would be kept safe. Great plan! Let's see how it works out. The cutting of Adrastia's hair will end the flamingo era of Adrastian lore during the Daywave episode, and propels us boldly into the Puppy Butters era. We now rejoin Daywave Radio the following Monday morning, where Royce and JJ see what terrible things they've caused by making some innocuous jokes about internet videos made by somebody they've never met.
It's gonna spoil it. They need to know. It's time to watch it.
All right, you ready?
Yeah, I'm.
Are we ready?
ready?
You just want to make fun of me. You just want to laugh at me.
Bounce. Never mind. Sorry. If I had my soundboard, I'd be playing something now.
Oh boy.
Kill myself right now. Like.
Whoa, 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 whoa!
Nope.
Don't listen. At no point do we want you to harm yourself and to harm anybody else. So let me be clear here, okay? First off, nobody wants you to do that. I personally want you to live a very long life, okay?
And make content. Like, make more content. I want more.
Never stop making content.
Ever.
Yes.
Piece of garbage.
Oh, God. Is she cutting her hair off?
Yes. She is cutting her hair off. An engine company or country, they call that scalping.
Oh, no.
Y'all said you wanted me to get rid of the pink, right? That's what'll make me a person.
Nobody said that.
That's what'll make me real to you, right? If I just get rid of the pink, that's what you kept saying.
No, we never said that.
What? Dude, she's fucking...
I look like an alien.
I mean, I may have said that. I apologize. I'm sorry.
Is this enough? Is this ever going to be enough?
He goes,
Why
I
do
may
you
have
need
said
our
that.
approval?
That's the other thing. Like, I thought we were fat nobodies. Why do we matter? She's really getting in there.
Is she the one that cut Thomas's hair a few months ago?
Hey, stop.
It's hard to get attention when you're dead.
You know how many women I know that have done this, and even some men too, like, you're gonna miss me when I'm gone kind of thing. Like,
That I broke down. I had to release some energy, and it was my hair or my body, you know. So, but I'm okay.
do you hear these dramatic things she's saying?
Here's her
Those are
social
demands
blade,
from a
guys.
white woman. They're practically a terrorist.
It was my hair or my body. Hey, let me tell you something, Adrasdea or whatever. I'm not dating you or anything. Like, I don't do whatever you want.
whipped out the baseball cap, the I Love Dairy cap, but see, the problem with keeping my hair this short or wearing a cap to cover it is I look like a 12-year-old boy with pendulous breasts.
So you see, look, we go from one video to another, and does this look like somebody who was super still distraught or anything? She just fucking cut her hair. Like, are you following this? She posted this, her haircut, and with no comment because you're waiting for somebody to ask. Charge your phone, by the way. And
sorry.
And this person, Joshua, which I think is DJ, it's making sense now. What happened? Lost my mind. There's a YouTube channel that's attacking me, calling me a liar. She spelled liar.
Okay. So this was 6 hours ago. Yes, I am a targeted individual. Thousands of people gang up on me in shifts, so it seems relentless. If one group rests, another equally large group takes over, led by certain creators to track and abuse on their own instead of just watching. As if it's an interactive sport, pushing a mentally ill woman to suicide, enjoying the slow decline as she fights to retain humanity while being dehumanized at every turn. It doesn't end until the victim is unalive and they can focus on the next mentally ill person they choose to unalive. While mocking me for misspelling my username, they brag about targeting me. It's easier to track her this way. With such a unique spelling for her name, she can never escape us as we target her individually. Okay, now that's gross. 9 hours ago. There are leftovers on Skid Row, actually, and if you visited, you would see trash cans overflowing with half-eaten plates of food. You might have food thrown at you if they decide to. While out there looking for a meal, I was following piles of food strewn on the street, knowing it must be coming from someplace close. Maybe a hungry child could have had my meal. That child likely got its own, though, because they do let women and children go first much of the time. Adonis, that was in reply to Adonis Paul. Because churches and food pantries collect donations for the needy, I could go in there if I had a bad month and get a bag of groceries. It's for anyone on the honor system. On Skid Row, Los Angeles, homeless ground zero of America, where thousands of people are starving, including children, and very few bring food for them. A girl with an apartment who was just out of food for one day shouldn't commute there to take their limited food. That's the difference, Melonhead. It's quite possible you ate a meal. This is 16 hours ago. Last year, when I took a break and went offline, they started putting things in my mailbox to harass me in real life because I was no longer online. Now they're saying because I didn't document this, it never happened. I didn't document it because it happened during a time when I was not posting online because I was desperately trying to make them leave me alone because they had told me if I stopped posting for a specific amount of time, they would leave me alone. I stopped posting and they started harassing me in real life to lure me back to posting, and I didn't, and now they're saying that it proves nothing happened. I didn't document it because I wasn't online at the time because they told me they would leave me alone if I would not document it. This is what I mean when I say that they put out options for it to end that they never actually intend to stand by. They do this to make the victim feel hopeless, that even if the victim does exactly what they're told, it still will not end, but people on the outside believe it will because they're being told it will. Only the victim understands that these options they give are not actual options. I am definitely a cluster B personality, borderline personality. My aunt, a cluster B narcissist personality. Both can be attributed to trauma. We're not so different. In fact, we're more alike than I want to admit, but have to accept because reality is what it is. Her aunt is on YouTube as well and does videos and addresses her. Cluster B personality disorders are characterized by dramatic, overly emotional, or unpredictable thinking or behavior. They include antisocial personality disorder, borderline personality disorder, histrionic personality disorder, and narcissistic personality disorder.
Lie or wrong. And then link me, please. And here's the link for it. Does he do it in any specific video or just passing comment? He's been talking about me in every video he's made for a week, sending his subscribers. Never did that over to my channel to call me a liar. Never did that. Never did that. I never did that. So she made this video, and I'm gonna play the video, and I'm gonna listen to her video. Nobody that's on this show, I can only speak for on the show. You obviously can't speak for fans because it's impossible. But nobody that's ever been on this show wants you to do anything to harm yourself. So I'm going to start with that. I think that's an important thing that I want to put out there. That's the first thing. But secondly, nobody wants you to hurt yourself. I hope I've made that clear. But now you're making these videos where you're literally threatening to kill yourself. You're doing a GoFundMe for a gun to blow your brains out? Are you?
She does this stuff too regularly, guys, just like TLC did. She regularly threatens to unalive herself. She's been doing that for years, as you can tell that she has not actually done it. Not saying that that's something I want her to do. I'm just saying that she uses that for sympathy a lot.
Serious?
Okay, so I'm going to film with my screen recorder because it'll make a smaller file. I don't know how long this video is going to be.
Well, 21 minutes.
We need to talk.
Okay.
About how we treat people with mental health issues in America. Especially online. And I think it's been a problem for years. Being online,
welcome
it gives
back,
you the
Jilly.
ability
Welcome
to be
back.
anonymous.
Welcome back. Welcome back.
You can really hurt somebody and not have to take any accountability for it because you're anonymous.
But okay, but let me be. Hold on. Am I being anonymous?
My name is Jeremy Johnson. There you go.
I'm Royce Lopez.
Just like they keep saying that they can't be held responsible for their subscribers, the things that they're saying about me.
But we can't.
They're the ones that are choosing to call me a liar. And that's causing their subscribers to think falsely of me and come over to my...
So your problem isn't that you're being
okay, you
made
guys,
fun.
So you know Danny's naive. So you think that all of this is just like a play for money. It's like an act for money. Or do you think like that she's seriously ill, or do you think that she's seriously ill and it's a play for money? Because I think she is extremely ill, and I think we see this with a lot of them. Like we see it with TLC, like a paranoia. We saw it with Kiana. Okay, Gail, you have a good day too. Both. Do I think she has a mental illness? Yes, but I also think she is starving for attention and is playing the pity party for views. Right. I feel like, honestly, guys, I feel like it's almost, the e-begging is almost like an addiction to these people, like Shani and Rev, TLC. Like, I feel like they know what is going to get them, you know, super chats or PayPal or Cash App or whatever. They know how to play their audience, and it's almost like an addiction, the drama to bring in the, you know, that money.
Of or poked at. Your problem is that we don't believe your story. I mean, is that what the issue is here?
And the sad thing is, I believe her story. I just got it mixed up. I apologize. There's so many of them. They all got convoluted together. What do you want me to
Hannibal.
do?
My channel.
She thinks the weed is all she needs.
And hurt me. Just because they think it's funny and they want more content. And every time they hurt me, it's more content for them. They've been doing this for a long time.
I agree, Oki.
A foreplay long time.
Yeah.
I recognized his voice.
Oh, here we go.
Last year, y'all remember when I was getting those phone calls?
Well, that definitely wasn't me because I just learned about you recently.
And that definitely wasn't me because, yeah, it was last year, but it was September. So, and also, I don't have your phone number, lady. So,
yeah.
Next.
That went on for nearly an entire year. And they were calling me over and over and over again and driving me absolutely insane. That was
Dude,
him.
I flipped out on interested stuff because he called Andrew Ditch. Okay, I am not the fuck with the locale guy. I am the observe guy.
I recognized his voice. There's no way I'll ever forget that 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 voice.
I'm a human being, and I am worthy of a treat now and then. Having a couple of extra dollars will not interfere with my benefits because it's literally a couple of extra dollars. I'm not raking it in. And many of my donations have stopped because people have been private messaging my friends and supporters and lying to them to stop them from helping me. Will not interfere with my benefits because it's literally a couple of extra dollars. I'm not raking it in. And many of my donations have stopped because people have been private messaging my friends and supporters and lying to them.
No.
They call it gang stalking.
Now everybody sees why I brought this one to Royce, huh?
I'm again. So let me see if I get this straight. I'm a gang stalker now.
Mm-hmm. Royce, we're gang stalking her.
And they make fun of these people that they do it to. Okay? Like, they are gang stalking people. They watch people's YouTubes or social media. They contact them like they did with me.
That's not what gang stalking is. First off, none of us contacted you. I've never tried to contact you.
I don't have your phone number.
And I wouldn't want to contact. I've asked you to call this show. But gang stalking is not people watching your YouTube videos. That's called somebody watching your YouTube video.
They've pushed me now to where I honestly feel like death is the only answer. The only way this is going to end is for me to go on the show and kill myself live on their show. Because any other way, they're not even going to believe that I'm dead.
What? The actual fuck are you talking about? I'm stopping this real quick. The music. What the actual fuck are you talking about? The fact that she thinks that I want her to come on my show. I don't want you to kill yourself. I don't want you to, especially now. I don't want you to. I wanted to come on and sort of talk to you. I don't want you to come on the fucking show to do anything fucking stupid.
And if I'm not dead, it's not going to end. Ever. Not ever. They're never going to let me live. And they won't let me. They'll keep laughing at me, mocking any attempts that I make at a life.
You put mayonnaise in your hair online. We weren't mocking you while you were filling out a job application, lady.
People will say, well, you're just doing it for attention. Nobody slices huge chunks out of their skin for your attention.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do.
Now, you can believe that or you cannot. But when I was doing this to myself, nobody knew about it.
Are we allowed to dispute? Is that
no, because this is she's building this world where she should be able to say whatever she wants. You can't dispute what she's saying because then she says she's going to kill herself. It's like, so there's literally nothing you could do. She's allowed to say whatever she wants. You're not allowed to question whatever she says because then if you call her a liar, she's lady. We were just making fun of you putting mayo in your hair, man.
And when I get upset now and I get that energy and I feel like I have to expel it, it's not for attention. It's not for drugs. It's not for alcohol or whatever they're trying to lie and say it's for. I didn't cut my hair because I wanted attention. I did it because I was breaking down.
Then if you didn't cut your hair because you don't want attention, why did you do it on YouTube? I'm going to say one last thing to her and she can get this message. I'm leaving you alone. I'm leaving you alone. Fine. Now, I will say this. What's today? March 3rd, 2021. Done. We're leaving you alone. I mean, I can speak for me. I'm leaving you alone. I'm done. Now, if I hear you blame me for anything that happens from this point forward, then I'm going to have to come back. That's fair, right? Done. I will never play another one of your videos again. All the attention you're getting from here, I'm shutting it off.
So, seemingly, Mary's play worked. Good job. You were such a psycho that the people who were criticizing the videos you put online and made public have decided to be silent. You have effectively held yourself hostage once again so kind-hearted strangers would give you what you want. Good for you, Mary. The problem is, Mary quickly realized she didn't want to be left alone. She was hooked on the attention she was receiving, positive or negative. After being clearly told she would be left alone, her videos would no longer be played on Daywave Radio, and they would no longer even talk about her. Mary flipped her shit. She went on a 12-video long tirade where, much like with her hair, she launches herself into this terrible behavior on video and seems to try to write the justifications as she goes. It's very... And another thing! Keep in mind while watching this, she's now mad about being left alone. The very thing she was begging for. There is no satisfying her because she doesn't want the thing she's demanding. What Adrastia really wants is to work at the record store. She's little Warren from Empire Records. She would rather come into the store with a gun filled with blanks, by the way, to get attention and curse everyone who works there, threaten everyone's life, make a scene and end up in jail, all because he's jealous and really wants to work at the record store. Adrastia wants to be E-famous, but lacks the self-awareness to see that her behavior is terrible, and no one is going to embrace that.
Okay, so they're supposedly done
I don't know.
harassing me.
What
I
if
don't
she
know.
doesn't even have like a
I
ton
think I just got too close to the truth.
subs? Let me see what she's
They don't
at
want
now.
people knowing that they are the ones that are stalking and
She's
hurting
only at
people.
2,000.
You know, it didn't
subs.
feel good to sit there and listen to the lies that they were telling and trying to make themselves look like such good people. And they still lied on their channel multiple times saying that I was feeding them uncooked rice. I was killing the ducks. I was a duck murderer. And that caused the word murderer to be repeated to me over and over again by anonymous people.
Mur. 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 Mur.
That's bullshit. They read my book before doing the videos, so they knew that I had been involved in a murder long before they started making videos of me, and then they came to my channel calling me a murderer. But that's not supposed to upset me. No, it's all about the mayonnaise. It has nothing to do with the fact that they're actively calling me a murderer. I miss my hair. They took that from me, and they'll never even accept that.
Yes,
they
Robert.
did this
Apparently,
to me.
she only has to pay like
They'll just keep
$28 a
saying
month
that I
rent.
was already sick when they got here, and they can't be held responsible for the things that their subscribers say. And he kept
I'll
saying,
never stop
I'm not
screaming
making any
is the
money
name
on
of it.
this, while super chats are going above his head the entire time. $3, $5, $10, clearly making money off of me. And he's not sending that money to me, which he could. I have a PayPal that I put out there. He could send me the money that people are giving him to rag on me. So yeah, you're fucking making money to terrorize me. Whatever. I'm going back to Pokemon. I'm going back to my life. I'm letting it go if they will just stop. Stop calling me a murderer. Stop making money off of my pain. Stop harassing and trying to kill me and then saying that you're not doing that. You say, oh, call the suicide hotline. What's the suicide hotline going to do to stop people like you? You're the ones that are doing this. So what is a mental hospital going to do to stop that? What is medication going to do to stop people like you from calling me a murderer? Fuck you. Also, saying that if it was explained to me that if I do this, you'll leave me alone, it makes it feel like you're holding me captive. You're telling me what I'm allowed to put on my channel and not be pushed to kill myself. You're telling me, well, if you just play Pokemon, we'll let you live. But if you keep talking about your life and the things that bother you, we're going to push you to kill yourself. And that's just how it is. And it's your own fault because we told you what you could legally do without being pushed to hurt yourself. That's bullshit. I'm a human being. I should be allowed to speak my mind and talk about things that I need to talk about without people like you making money off of it and pushing me to hurt myself. This is what I'm fucking tired of, okay? JJ Stoner. See, it's all about the money. We can teach you how to make money, but you want to rant and play victim. It was explained if you go back to Pokemon, we'd move on. But here we are. Whatever. I'm going back to Pokemon. It was explained, huh? It was explained that if I just go back to playing Pokemon and don't speak out about my life anymore, you'll stop harassing me. It was explained to me that I can't defend myself against your blatant lies. Yes, I am going to point that fucking shit out because it's absolute bullshit to have him sitting there with live chat scrolling above his head and hear the words coming out of his mouth saying, I'm not making money off of this. The fucking live chats on your video say that you are making money off of it, motherfucker. And I can go to your fucking video and show you that. Want to fucking watch yourself saying you're not making money while you're making money? Watch. fucking, hold on, let me turn my face off. Y'all see the fucking super chats going across the screen right now? Hold on, let me get the fucking draw out so I can highlight them. Adonis Paul, $5. Valhelm, $3. SoCal
She knows
Chris,
what she's doing. She's doing all this on her.
This is not making any money at all. Odd Job Defense League, $5. So that's like $20 right there, just in a couple of seconds. Frozen Asian, $3. This is money that he is making while talking about me, my face, right there on the screen, my video. Jackadelphia, $3. Keep telling me you're not making any goddamn money off of me, you fat fuck.
What would you do if you saw her in the grocery store?
A lawyer.
Hurting a car, truck, or motorcycle wreck gets the most money out of the stingy insurance company. Let me hit first, hit hard, hit often. I'm Jim Adler, the Texas Hammer.
Spokesperson for Jim Adler.
Jim Adler has been fighting this fight for 31 years, and he's just getting warmed up. Hit him first, hit him hard, call Jim Adler.
I'll hit everyone to blame over and over and over.
And over and over and over and over.
What do you mean, Fiend? Her mom needed a kidney?
I can't do it anymore. They're lying about me. They're talking about, they're blackmailing me. They're telling me what I'm allowed to say on my channel, what I'm not allowed to talk about without them hurting me, without them attacking me. They want to talk about liable. They went on their channel with 7,000 subscribers and called me a murderer and an accomplice to murder and said that they knew it for a fact because they read the book. They are definitely... I need a lawyer. I'm gonna be contacting my caseworker probably tomorrow because it's raining today, but I'm going to be looking into an actual lawsuit against these people because now they're trying to manipulate and control me and blackmail me and tell me what I'm.
What does the rain have to do with her contacting her caseworker?
Allowed to talk about on my channel, and I'm not doing it anymore. I just texted my caseworker about finding a lawyer. There are strict laws against harassing the mentally unwell, and all of these people were very well aware of my mental status. My YouTube channel clearly states that I am not mentally well. They knew who they were attacking and harassing when they started. They should be accountable for what they have done to me. So I just got off of the phone with legal aid, and
right,
they're saying they're not sure what they can do unless I get a civil harassment lawsuit against them. But she says from how upset I sound and from what I'm telling them, it sounds like they're threatening me and that I should call the police. So I guess my next call is going to be to the police to make an actual report of harassment. I need help. Somebody out there. There has to be somebody that can help me. These men are trying to destroy me and they won't even let me speak out now. Twice they've told me that if I don't just play Pokemon, they won't stop. JJ said it in the last video, and now here's the man himself.
The internet is not a safe space. When did that happen?
Telling me, I wouldn't mention you again. I'll give you this one, but if you mention me again, I'll have to respond. See, if I mention him again, if I talk about what he's doing to
Which you're
me,
doing
he'll
right now.
keep pushing me to hurt myself.
You're mentioning him again.
He's put out his video that's full of lies. He says he's not making money off of me while super chats are going above his head. He says that he's not going to... I put out a video saying that's bullshit because it is. He's clearly making money off of what he's doing to me, and now he's trying to control what I'm allowed to post on my channel.
Hi, baby.
That has always been my channel to talk about things that are going on in my life. And now he's saying that I can't talk about those things anymore. Is this him again? Nope. Him and JJ are deciding what I'm allowed to talk about. It was explained if you go back to Pokemon and leave it alone, we'd move on. This is my life. I shouldn't have to just go back to Pokemon. Whatever. I'm going back to Pokemon. I'm upset and I should be allowed to talk about things that upset me onto my channel where I have always spoken about things that upset me. You do not have the right to come into my life and destroy me and then tell me what I can and can't put on my channel when I'm telling you not to make fun of me and push me to kill myself on your channel. You want to talk about me? Fine. Don't use my videos. I'm not using your video here. I'm not making money off of you men. You're making money off of torturing me. You're coming onto my channel and telling me what I can and can't talk about, what I can and can't post without you going after me. That's not right.
Okay, I don't think they're going on your channel to tell you. They're going on their channel to tell you.
Give me some more. Give me some more. Y'all are not. That's not right. That's blackmail. Telling me that if I don't stop talking about what you're doing.
I don't know if it's coming back or if it never left or what.
You're blackmailing me. You're literally telling me what to do on my channel for you to leave me alone and let me live.
I think she could figure out what to do it, Bella.
Because all I'm asking you to do is let me live and stop pushing me to hurt myself. And you're telling me, well, you just do what we tell you. Do what we tell you.
Texas.
Why should I have to just do what you tell me? Just because you're hateful. Just because you want to hurt me and you want to control somebody.
I believe it, Jilly. My son's
You're
doing
not
it
going to be
again.
able to control me. You might kill me.
Good morning, AR.
But you'll kill me long before you have any control
game
over
beezing
me.
last night.
This is my channel, and I'm going to keep talking about my life on it. If that means that these fat-ass men are gonna also talk about my life and make money on my life on their channel, because they're blackmailing me and telling me that if I do anything except gaming, they're going to do this. They're going to hurt me. If I don't just be a gamer, they're going to hurt me. I've never just been a gamer. This is my life. I've been talking about my life here on this channel for years. They have no right to blackmail me like this. Why is it legal for them to do this? For them to blatantly threaten me like that? It's a blatant threat telling me to just go back to playing Pokemon or they're never going to stop. There has to be something that can't be legal. It can't be legal to come to somebody's life and tell them what they're going to do.
You can't keep getting away with it!
For you to not torture them. Legal aid did not tell me there was nothing.
I figured.
Legal aid told me to call the police
Ironically, they're
and
telling
give them
her that
the
if
names of the men that are doing this to me, which I'm about to do.
Leave her alone.
So before you
Yes,
start
I
laughing
could totally see them
and
saying that and
gloating
they're turning
about
it
how
into
you
this.
won
Yep.
because there's nothing illegal about hurting somebody online, you should probably wait and see whether or not you're right.
Okay,
So I called the non-emergency police line and there was no answer. So my next option is to start looking for lawyers that aren't legal aid. I've called 2 here in Los Angeles and left them messages about the situation. I'll see where it goes. I can't take this anymore. It's not going to stop unless I do something legally to make it stop or I die, because
They've already told me that if I don't do what they say and just play Pokemon, they'll keep pushing me to hurt myself. They know what they're doing is hurting me, and they tell me that if I don't just do what they say, they'll keep doing it. That can't be legal. It can't be right. Apparently pawn shops don't take microwaves anymore. I walked all the way down here with it, hoping I could get just $5 to get something to eat. It's literally brand new in the box, and the pawn shop wouldn't look at me. I just wanted to get something to eat. I still have 3 days until my funds come in. These guys have been pushing me to where I've been eating gluten and making myself sick, and now I can't get anything.
No, Jill. I
can't even
not.
sell what I have because nobody wants it, even though it's a perfectly good microwave. They act like nobody uses microwaves anymore. For the $5, I'll make videos singing. But when I get back home, I'm freaking out right now. I walked all the way down there with the microwave thinking, surely I'll be able to get just $5 for a brand new in-the-box microwave.
The microwave was paid for by the taxpayers to get into her along with her free furniture and her free apartment.
I was expecting to be worked away. And I literally just left the damn thing out there because it's obviously worthless.
Oh my
shop won't
gosh.
give me even $1 for it. It's worthless. So somebody got a free.
You could probably scrape change on the street and buy a ramen noodle for 50 cents and use that microwave. You left the microwave sitting on the street.
Microwave today because I just abandoned it. I couldn't carry it all the way back, and nobody else is gonna buy it from me. Alright, so I did want to.
Okay, Charlie's mom. We'll see you later. Thank you for hanging out with us.
Royce from Daywave sent me $50 for permission to exploit my videos for the rest of my life.
And I did this, and I'm going to show you that I did this. I'm not a liar. I wrote, I just sent you $50 for the right to play your videos until the end of time. If you don't agree, I can refund. Please let me know. And then AP, and for the payoff for the APs, you're going to have to watch a show tonight. I'll send you $5 on PayPal, but you got to make a video singing I'm a Little Teapot song. So
just paid $5 for this, so here we go. I'm a little teapot, short and stout. Here is my handle, here is my spout. When I get all steamed up, hear me shout. Tip me over and pour me out.
But that's not mine.
Guys.
Hey, look, fuck Adonis Paul. That's harassment. Okay.
Yeah. How dare you?
$5 to
she has
obviously
stated
mentally
that
ill person.
For $5, she can buy a pre-roll. Just keep that in mind.
Get them to sing a song. What in the hell is wrong with your big nibber brain?
So what I did was, as you could see here, and this is just to show you, a $50 PayPal. I sent it to her from Daywave Radio Royce for the right to play your videos from now until the end of time.
You know what? He's going to be doing it anyway. Fine. At least I got something out of it. But what bothers me is that they lie. It wouldn't bother me so much if they were just watching my videos. What bothers me is they lie about it. Like saying that I have ringworm when it was ant bites. Saying that I'm a murderer. Sending people to my channel to call me a murderer knowing what I've been through. That's the stuff that gets me.
I do not get the feeling that these guys are the ones doing that to her. There are trolls on the internet, Mary.
I helped hide a body. I was helping him hide her body. I was guilty of murder. They did not find my DNA. They did not find my fingerprints. They did not find me. Yes, I did what he told me to do to earn his trust. So I was guilty of murder. Anything that I did afterwards, I just murdered a woman.
Right, Ella.
And
she
he
just
had
gave up her
already murdered
microwave.
somebody else and shown me her body. I was okay with it. And as soon soon as I got away, I went to the police. And I pretended I told them everything. All of you are saying that you just want justice for Roberta. You just want people to know the truth. You just want justice for a potato. But you want justice for her. Why would I not be in prison? There is literal evidence. There was absolutely no evidence to call me a murderer. Because when they did the investigation on her
I love the little frog.
Wow, now that was a great day for Adrastia watching. It started with Daywave seemingly letting her go. You're free. What she wanted. Then her screaming about blackmail only she could perceive. Then she couldn't pawn her taxpayer-gifted brand new microwave, so she dumps it on the street and whines so hard that both Royce and I send her pity money. Royce makes a deal to play her videos forever for $50, and I got her to do a little song and dance for me. So this should be over now, right? Ha! Not even close. This is Adrastia we're dealing with here. It always gets worse. What's worse than a psycho screaming woman on the internet threatening to kill herself every day? What is hated even more than that? Well, the internet hates pedophiles pretty bad. Gee, I hope you don't stray into that territory immediately after being given 2 chances to shut up and move on.
Okay, so Jude asked a question which is valid, and so I'm going to answer it. He's asking what I feel my mindset is.
Thank you,
compared
Fat.
to where
I
I was in
appreciate that
Florida,
very much.
which is just a few years ago. I was maximum crazy before I moved to California. Before California, so back in 2015, I was completely broken, completely fucked. I wanted to kill myself before I was 10 years old. And my sister was more than willing to help. She tried to kill me herself before I was 10 years old. She tried to boil me alive in the bathtub at one point when I was like 2. You know, I married a man who beat the crap out of me and didn't actually love me. Specifically because I felt like I needed to be loved.
Let's do it.
He was in a relationship when we got married. He was 23.
Good morning, Harley.
Dating a 16-year-old girl. And the night we got married, he asked to go see her. And for the first couple of months, I want to say the first year after we were married, I would drive my husband and leave him to spend time with his 16-year-old ex-girlfriend.
Is it National Pickle Day? Oh my gosh. I have to have a banner for that.
And sometimes I would just go completely insane. I would have blackouts back then. And I would go days or weeks on autopilot. I had no memory of what happened. I used to have manic episodes where I would run away, just randomly, just like everything seemed fine, but I had been up for 2 days and I would pack my bags and I would just, me and my teddy bear were off on the road taking rides from from random people on the street. And with no destination in mind, I wound up in Daytona once and had no idea where I was going, what I was doing. I got back on the back of a motorcycle from a guy at a gas station that picked me up. You know, things like that. I used to be crazy. For a year, I had a gun. After the murder, after the trial, I'm going to say the year was 2013. I bought myself a gun, and I would spend hours sitting alone in my closet holding that gun, loaded with a bullet in it. I was gonna make fun of that, but that's how it is. Y'all are lying. You're straight lying. You're saying that I openly admitted to helping rape a 16-year-old girl. I never did that. I never admitted to doing that. I never acknowledged that that happened. He never taught that they were having sex. I was always told that it was not a sexual relationship. Also, you're saying that my fan base is gone, my fans are gonna leave, but no. Y'all are the ones that are going to leave, and that's fine, because y'all are Nazis. I'm literally being attacked by Nazis. They're angry at the transgendered situation. They're railing against the unisex bathrooms. They got upset with me for having pink hair because that's not conformist.
Oh my gosh.
They're
Get
literally
over yourself.
Nazis. And my viewers would understand that we don't care if the Nazis hate us. Hey, Adonis Hitler.
What? I mean, don't call me Hitler.
It doesn't bother me that Hitler hates me. In fact, if you're doing something in life that makes a Nazi hate you, you're probably doing something right.
And she also said that he was transgender.
Really gross to throw
and
around
basically she was
words
weird.
Saying that transgendered people, transsexual people, transvestites are all automatically pedophiles, that's fucked up. My husband never said he was sleeping with that girl. It was an emotional relationship. Later, after I found out what he was, I assumed that she knew he was transgendered, and he was going over there for support from somebody who knew what he was struggling with.
Right, they are.
And now y'all are saying that he's a pedophile because he's transgender. That's disgusting. And that's the same thing that they were trying to say in Florida when they were trying to stop the unisex bathrooms. They said that, no, because transgendered people, they're all pedophiles and they just want to go into the bathrooms so they can touch our children. They're wanting to go into the bathrooms to use the bathroom. They're not pedophiles. Transgender people, transsexual people, they are human beings. Trans anything does not equal pedophile. A transgendered human being is not automatically a pedophile just because they're struggling with their identity. Stop stigmatizing trans existence by saying they're all pedophiles. Y'all are the ones that are jumping and saying that it had to have been a sexual relationship. It didn't have to be a sexual relationship. You can have friends that you're not having sex with. You only assume that he was having sex with her because you know he's trans. And saying that he's a pedophile makes him look like a bad person. And you want to make trans people look like bad people, but they're not. They're human beings. So fuck off.
Dani Dani would be introduced to a new audience, an audience with less compassion than Daywave Radio. Oh, thank you, Grateful Life. It kind of got pushed to the wayside when this one started.
Welcome, everybody. Welcome once again to another. Thank you. Thank you very much. Big crowd out here on a Saturday night. Thank you, and welcome once again to another late night with Adonis Paul. I am Adonis Paul, your humble food and beverage administrator and purveyor of fine cringe videos, here to walk you hand in hand for the next 2 hours through all the dirty streets of Los Tejas and peeking in through all the nasty windows and seeing everything that happened since we met last Thursday. Boy, oh boy, do we have some great videos for tonight. Let me tell you something. We've got lolcows, we've got violence, we've got death, we've got mass wars, we've got fighting, we've got super straightness, we're going to Africa, we've got adorable puppies, everything you could possibly want to show. Alright, so I'm going to skip to...
He's asking,
it's at 5 minutes and 38 seconds where she admits to, you know, assisting a pedophile. So I'm going to go to 5 minutes, just to make sure we don't miss any context.
You know, I married a man who beat the crap out of me and didn't actually love me.
Okay, now, Adrastia, I hope later you're not going to try to accuse all of us of making this guy look bad, right? Because all we know about him, we know from you, and all we know about him is he cheated on, at this point, he cheated on you and beat the shit out of you. And we're the ones making him look bad.
He was in a relationship when we got married.
That's terrible. So you were a side piece, but you got locked down. So he was cheating on some broad with you. Oh, that's terrible.
He was 23, dating a 16-year-old girl.
Well, this just got dark.
And the night we got married, he asked to go see her.
Okay. So this is not his friend. This is his girlfriend. So if this was Florida, because she does mention dating this guy in Florida. So if it was Florida, this guy was involved in statutory rape. Age of consent, once you cross that border, is 18.
I would drive my husband and leave him to spend time with his 16-year-old ex-girlfriend.
So you would facilitate the grooming and taking advantage of this. Let's be, you know, YouTube words. The taking advantage of this 16-year-old girl by your 23-year-old husband. Not his, and she's gonna try to claim a lot of weird shit. So I'm making this clear. Not his friend, not his support system, his girlfriend. So he's fucking this chick. Bitch, you just admitted to being legally culpable in the statutory rape of a 16-year-old girl. You facilitated that shit. Even if they never catch the dude or the girl, you have just admitted to this fucking crime on your YouTube. Well, she didn't like me putting that in the comments, so she turned off the comments, so I made a video so she could definitely hear my opinion. She didn't like that either when a couple of people came over and started giving her a piece of your minds. Turns out, this isn't about her helping a child get raped. This is about us being Nazis.
I never admitted to doing that.
You absolutely admitted to doing that, you stupid bitch. Don't even fucking do this to me. There's nothing wrong with me.
Wow.
Because I think
Adonis
this is fucked up.
angry.
If you think this is normal, there's something wrong with you. I'm not going to be shamed for not wanting your husband out here fucking 16-year-old girls. And keep this in mind, 16, this was his ex-girlfriend once they got married. So apparently he supposedly broke it off with her. That's what she's gonna come to now. So when did this start, Adrastia? When she was 14?
Hi, Aunt Janet.
15?
He never thought that they were having sex.
The man cheating on you with an underage girl is not going to tell you that. So her story is now, they weren't having sex. He told me it was a non-sexual thing, so I just drove him over there and dropped him off with the underage girl.
I was always told that it was not a sexual relationship.
I'm sure you were, sweetie.
You're saying that my fan base is gone, my fans are gonna leave, but
I don't see any likes on your video defending this shit. Just dislike bombs.
But no. Y'all are the ones that are going to leave.
Oh, sweetheart. Wait till you get a load of us. We'll leave when we're good and fucking ready.
And that's fine, because y'all are Nazis.
Well, there you have it, guys. So we're just Nazis. It's not that she admitted to being an accomplice to statutory rape of an underage girl. We're just all a bunch of Hitler-loving anti-Semitic motherfuckers.
I'm literally being attacked by Nazis.
Did you find a time machine back to the 1940s, you dumb, ugly, feckless cunt? I don't think you know what literally means.
They're angry at the transgendered situation.
And that's her big brain way out of this shit. It's not that her ex-husband, is a child rapist. It's that we're angry that he became a transgender, and based just on the fact that he became a woman. She gets more comments on that video laughing at her and being like, it's not being a Nazi to
you have
to
a
not
pickle
want your
jar,
ex-husband to fuck
Blue.
a 16-year-old. This shit got dark. So she then decides she's going to go in whole hog, head first, jump in the pool with this trans does not equal pedophile video.
It's really gross to throw around words like pedophile.
I don't think anyone threw around the word pedophile.
Hang on, guys. That's me. Mods, if
I think if you go back
someone
to your
becomes a
comments and you go to
member,
my video,
or
I said
I
you
can
are an
see super
accomplice
chats on my end,
in
but I can't see
statutory
if somebody
rape.
becomes a
Well,
member.
transsexual people, transvestites are all automatically pedophiles. That's fucked up. It's taking a...
Were they all having sex with a 16-year-old when they were 23? Because that's what we're focusing on, not the fact that he wears a dress now. Klinger wore a dress. He went out there fucking young girls.
He was. I assumed that she knew he was transgender.
The pickle jar next to
You
their
assumed
names.
she knew that?
Hold on.
Oh, we all assumed he was fucking her.
The pickle jar is the member badges. So every month, the background of the pickle jar becomes a different color. And I think the last one that you hit, I want to say it's 24 months, and it's like rainbow. The whole pickle jar is like rainbowed. And then the pickle emotes, you get access to for in the chat when you're a member.
But I guess you making assumptions. I guess you making assumptions is okay, and us doing it is wrong, huh?
They're not pedophiles. Transgender people, transsexual people.
I think it might have been Irma, actually, Jilly.
Nobody questioned their humanity.
I do not believe the relationship that he had with that girl was sexual.
Well, we do. So where is he? Let's can we get a name, please? Because we'd like to ask him.
I was told
Do you believe it now?
it was emotional.
Now see the word she's using? She's starting to dance around this. It's not that he didn't do it. I don't believe he did it. I was told this. She's already trying to line her up to where she can talk to a DA and be like, I didn't know anything about it. This is just my beliefs. Nah, bitch. Nah, you're an accomplice. Well, I look forward to hearing more from our friend Adrasdea in the future, because I'm sure this story will just start to make more and more sense as she goes on.
Good morning. So,
no, if you
hey, what do you think if we do a little bit of Adrastia today? What do you think?
Like
I could do some. I could do some of her. She's been a little busy.
That's a fuck.
I would always be talking about pickles, pickle soup. So it just kind of became a thing in the chat. And then after Halloween, I went to the pickle Abby, like this one right here that's wearing the turkey hat. And it just became a thing of the channel.
Fucking understatement. Let's do the Blues All one first.
I went for a walk and found gold. I jumped on a bus and they took me to a store that sells California Dreamin', orange cream Shasta soda.
Also,
I've never had Shasta soda. Is that good?
Dude, I'd rather have Sam's Club, to be honest with you.
Gotcha.
Like, it's trash.
you're saying that my fan base is gone, my fans are going to leave, but no. Y'all are the ones that are going to leave, and that's fine, because y'all are Nazis.
Well, hold on a sec. Oh, wow, JJ, is that you as a Nazi?
What did I do?
It looks uncanny. Now she's saying that we're Nazis. Is that what I'm picking up from this?
We're Nazis, and I don't even understand how she jumped to that conclusion. I know you're on lists, but I'm not. So how does she get me in there?
I don't know, but I'm also not. Can I be clear that I'm also not a Nazi?
I'm literally being attacked by Nazis.
She should probably calm down a little bit.
Hey, there you go.
Wait a second.
Yeah, you don't like that treatment now, do you?
It was funny when you were a Nazi. It's not funny when I'm a Nazi.
They're angry at the transgendered situation.
No one's angry at... JJ, are you angry at the transgender situation? Because I'm not.
No, I'm angry that she dropped a 23-year-old off at a 16-year-old's house. So,
but not the tranny thing.
Well, I mean, it turned into a tranny, so I mean, I guess by fucking 18 degrees of Kevin Bacon, you could say that.
But that's the natural progression.
Yeah, I mean, you're only 27 steps away from diddling kids or being a Nazi. So what's the difference?
Pick a lane.
She brought
At
this
least
up.
not
No
her,
one
right?
asked or said anything to her to bring this out of her.
Yeah, I didn't ask you. You gave this information openly and willingly.
Yeah, she did like a 12-minute video of like, oh, well, my ex-husband used to have an ex-girlfriend, and the ex-girlfriend was like 16, and I used to take him over there, and they weren't having sex.
Yeah, I'm sure they were just playing Crossfire.
And my viewers would understand that we don't care if the Nazis hate us. Hey, Adonis Hitler.
Wait, what? So Adonis Paul is now Hitler?
Well, that's the thing. Like, all right, we're all right. You know, I'd say, okay, we're decent, right? We put on a decent show.
Mm-hmm.
Then there's AP who just walks around and sucks all the attention out of the fucking room.
Thank you guys for listening. I appreciate it. Be back in 4 hours of ROTC. DLive.tv/JJ Stoner coming up next. Thank you, everybody. And have a wonderful fucking day, Wave. Bye.
Klaatu, Marata.
Fuck people.
Shaun of the Pokemons would have been awesome.
Fuck people. Fuck people.
Everything's cool. I said the word.
Hitler. Now Daywave Radio wants their money back, which is perfectly fine. I'll give the money back. They'll stop using
Their
that videos on their
husband
show. It's a win-win. But I don't have the money to get back right now, so I need as much help as I can get.
Oh, really, Aunt Janet? See, there's something there. Something.
I only need $50, and I will. If I just wait like until the next stimulus comes, I can pay it back myself. But he's wanting the money now. Anything helps. I really appreciate it. It will stop them from talking about me on it will stop them from talking about me on their channel anymore. You gotta realize, this dude, he sent me the money while I was crying at a bus stop trying to sell a microwave at a pawn shop because I was desperate for something to eat. And then the next day, he was talking to people about taking it back. So, I want to give him his money back, but that means no more talking about me on your channel, no more using my videos, no more mocking me. He very clearly said on his show multiple times that he wants the money back, but now, because I'm letting y'all know he wants the money back, his supporters are saying, well, he was sarcastic. Really? Isn't that kind of what Trump supporters did? Every time Trump literally said something, his supporters would say he's being sarcastic. Y'all are gaslighting, trying to make people believe that he was just being sarcastic. Just like y'all were trying to make me believe that y'all weren't really going to try to hurt me, that you're just trying to help me. Multiple times you keep saying, we want what's best for you. We want to help you. You don't want to help me. You want to destroy me. You want to lie to me and gaslight me. And it's not going to fucking work. So fuck off. So maybe it's just a misunderstanding. And
I just want to say, you know why we have the best chat on YouTube? Because we have the best mods on YouTube, and we have the best members on YouTube, and we have the best subscribers on YouTube. That is all.
Is just assuming I'm calling him a Nazi because I was calling Adonis Paul and his followers Nazis. I never said Royce was, but I guess the shoe fit and he wanted to start goose-stepping, so that's more his business than mine. So it's kind of obvious you guys are all watching me, since you're on my YouTube channel, where I literally create videos for people to watch. But whatever, if y'all want to keep spamming my comments, let's see if we can break the algorithm. I'm gonna put a bunch of buzzwords in the description. If you manage to see this and you're not a part of any of it and you have no idea who I am, hit the like button and let me know that I reached you. I'm just doing an experiment. Everybody else can keep spamming. This is what they do.
Her hair now is like a red and a brown.
The mentally
mix.
weak, and they attack and they
What?
harass until they
You
either have control or complete destruction when the
We're that
person
10%.
kills themselves.
AR, we're the
3
10% that
men.
Chantel isn't prettier than.
Royce Lopez, JJ Stoner, and Adonis Paul. That's it. They want me dead. They're harassing me. All of these comments, 288 comments on one video, and they're all from these 3 men. But they won't say it on their main accounts. On their main accounts, they'll keep saying, no, we want what's best for you. And then they go offline and jump on a robot account and tell me to kill myself 11 times in a row. And it's online, so there's nothing I can do about it because there's no police. Those 288 accounts don't really
Aunt Janet,
exist, so I can't
Good morning, Eve.
do anything about them.
This is Adrasdea.
I've made multiple videos about it. I've talked about my attachment disorder because my mother abandoned me at birth. I've talked about my depression. I've talked about my PTSD, my borderline personality, my bipolar. I have been very clear about all of it, and now they're just saying that I'm making it up as I go. There are people out there struggling.
Good morning, Reaper Girl.
Every day, feeling the same way I do, that won't get help because they're scared of the people like the 3 men that are trying to make me kill myself. Because those 3 men make themselves look like 300
Oh, we're
men.
almost done with this one.
Spartans! What is your profession?
That you feel like there's nothing you can do to fight back because there's so many of them.
Oh, she's late today. I think she needs like out there
severe
too.
mental issues since I was a child.
She is, Auntie.
You don't want to accept the fact that there was severe abuse in my childhood that fucked me up. But you want to laugh with my childhood abusers and mock me for the way that I turned out. Even fucking with an entire pack of... I see my doctor. I see my therapist. I take my medication. I'm doing everything I can, and then I've got 300 people telling me to commit suicide.
That sounds so good. I'm so hungry.
And nobody's ever gonna care. Because it doesn't matter how hard I try. It doesn't matter how many pills I take or doctors I see.
Oh, you're welcome, Lilith. I always have fun, too.
Nobody's ever going to care what I go through or what I'm trying to get through. They're always just going to see me as weak and tell me to kill myself because I'm worthless and I don't deserve to live because I can't work. And that's all that matters in America, is whether or not you can work and produce an income. And if you can't make money, you'll be told how to slit your wrists and die. So what's the point in me doing it if nobody's ever going to accept that I even am? All you want me is to, you just want me to hurt myself. You just want me to die. Because you hate me. You want me to die. Because you don't want to see my videos anymore. Instead of not watching me, you have to make me kill myself. And they're not going to stop. It's not ever going to stop. These men have 7,000 people under their control. And they're gonna keep finding people like me and pushing them to commit suicide, and they're just getting more and more subscribers and more people to fuel their anonymous hatred. They told me to kill myself 11 times today. Over 300 accounts attacked me today.
So, on your request, 300 accounts spammed your comments on one video.
We don't want you to hurt yourself. We just want to take away hurt yourself. We don't.
So, on your request, 300 accounts spammed your comments on one video with hate. Only 11 alluded to unaliving herself. Probably less, since we've seen Adrasdea's definition of telling me to hurt myself is very loose. That's actually a pretty decent ratio for the internet.
We don't want you to hurt yourself. We just want to take away every single thing you have in this world. Mary needs to understand that she is weak and fat and ugly and worthless, and nobody will ever love her, and nobody will ever want her. And it will never stop until she understands this enough to die. What is left except to die? And even then, nobody will care. So I'm just not gonna be able to sleep tonight. It's fucking whatever. Tomorrow, as soon as the manager is available, I'll see if they can come and change the locks in my apartment, and I guess I'm gonna have to call the police and let the police know
yes,
that it's possible that somebody was in my
but
apartment.
we've seen how they take care of things, you know.
Try to find out what's going on, because I'm scared, you know. They told me they were in my apartment, and I know somebody's been in it before because my necklace disappeared, and it's very possible that these people, it's possible. And if they got in before, they can get in again. And even if I have the locks changed, they'll be able to get in.
No, I
The
was
locks were
looking
changed
down.
before I moved in. They have a way to get in without it, so it doesn't matter. They're gonna get in, you know. But I'm gonna get the locks changed, and I'm gonna contact the police tomorrow anyway. I'm trying to figure out a way I can barricade my bedroom door, but it opens out, and I don't know how. I don't know how. Like, if it opened in, I could just fucking push the bed forward. And then
there was a
come
girl,
in.
I don't
But
think I
since it
have
opens
any Periscope people in here, but there was a girl on Periscope that so reminded me of her. And I've told you guys before about Jim Soroka that I have a couple videos up of him. It was his sister, and the whole family seems to have like mental illness and stuff. But anyway, his sister so reminds me of her. But I mean, she's not even, you know, as severe as Adrasdea is. But You guys, I've been not watching. I've been listening occasionally. There's a channel on YouTube that posts the spaces. They put the spaces up of the people on Twitter Spaces. And you guys, the people from Periscope are still fighting about the same things. I swear, 7 years later, is it 7 or it's going to be, I think it's going to be 8 years, like in March. So they've still been fighting over the same exact stuff. I swear I can miss months of it and just go into one space or listen to one space on YouTube and I'm caught up. It's crazy.
There's no fucking way for me to barricade it while I'm in the room. And they told me they were in my apartment today, which means they have access to my apartment, which means that I'm not safe here. They told me they put a camera in my bathroom. I don't know. I don't fucking know. I don't know if they did or not. I don't know if I can take a shower or not without them watching. I don't know if they're gonna come in at me at 2 in the morning when they think I'm asleep. I can't sleep now, ever. I can't be comfortable and rest in my own home because they've been here. I told y'all they were here. They took my other necklace pendant, and today they told me they came in my apartment. They told me they were in my apartment. I know
as
that
much
they
as you
came
see
in my apartment.
On here, people going real life and stuff, Periscope was even worse, if you can even imagine. I just was on Twitter a couple weeks ago in like scrolling, and I still follow all those same people from Periscope. And so anyway, one of the guys that I follow, there's this guy he's a real jerk, and everybody can't stand him. But anyway, he's been fighting with this other guy for years, and it showed up on my timeline. That's the first thing I've watched from Periscope in so long. But just like a couple weeks ago, the one guy drove to the other guy's house, filmed it, like was giving directions to the audience as he was filming it so that they would know how to get to this other guy's house. Like, it's crazy how far they go.
Apartment. They came in the other time and they stole my stuff. They came in this time and they planted a camera and they have access to my home. I've only been here for 2 months and they've already got access to my home. Once they have decided that you are their property, that's it. They'll never let you go. I literally have nobody except my abusive family who is never going to let me be free.
Wow, homegirl. So she's basically taking food from people that have nowhere to go.
I'm scared. Because all I want is to be free of them. That's all I've wanted for so long. And it's like nobody can understand that because people think like if you're being abused, why don't you just leave? Because you can't. They'll just follow you. And they'll do it in a way that other people think you're crazy. For 5 years, y'all told me my family was not doing this. They are openly doing it now because of the other groups that hate me. They're just going to laugh at the things that hurt me because they don't understand why they hurt me. They just think it's weak to be hurt by this. And everybody thinks that I'm just crazy, that they're not doing it, but they are. They're honest about it now because of how many others there are. When there's 7,000 people telling you to kill yourself. They told me to kill myself 11 times today. This isn't light teasing. This is family that has been abusing me my entire life.
Geez, AR, we're supposed to get snow Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Sunday. It's 41 here today, and I'm a whiny baby.
real one. He successfully took everything I had. He brought back my family so that they could continue to abuse me.
I had to tell you guys. So, you guys remember the gnomes that I made last year for Christmas presents? The bigger ones? I had made, like, my oldest son and his wife, I made them, one for him, one for her. My younger son, I made him one, his wife one, and each of the babies one. Well, right now they're living in an RV in a campground until they find a house. And it's so cute. They put a box in the front of the RV window. Well, in the window inside the RV, not in front of the window. And then they put like a Christmas blanket over it, and they set the 4 gnomes, the family of gnomes, on the Christmas box so they face like out. It's so cute. And then they put like white lights around it. It looks adorable.
Nothing I've ever done has mattered.
We only probably, let me look. We only probably have about
just a couple of days you destroyed it all.
Yeah, about 3 inches probably.
Just by bringing
It
those
snowed all
people
weekend,
back
but it was
to
melting
my
right
life.
away because the ground was still warm and wet.
There's nothing I can do now. There's no escape. Blood doesn't even squirt the way they say it does when you cut yourself. Unless you hit an artery, and I've never hit an artery, or I would have to get stitches.
In just a couple days, we destroyed it all, guys. We destroyed her whole life. It wasn't her admitting to these things in videos she produced and put in public with the comments on. It wasn't her driving this man to a 16-year-old's house for a year by her own admission. Just like it wasn't her challenging the internet to spam hate comments on her video. And she didn't choose to move to LA and be homeless. In the over 500 videos I have of Adrastia, she has never once taken responsibility for herself and how much she has contributed to her own problems. It's actually very sad. Then enraging, then frustrating, then sad again, then hilarious, then shocking, then sad again. I have a real roller coaster of emotions when it comes to Adrastia. Truth be told, I don't hate Mary. I'm past that point. And I hope more of you push past the rage that she induces and gets to this higher place that I've found. I love watching her. The more she reveals herself to be a terrible person, the more I love it. She is the most disconnected from reality person I have ever observed. All of her problems right now are coming from her putting pre-recorded videos on the internet. This isn't even live streaming where impulse can be a factor or where hindsight is not a factor. She records these videos, has the opportunity to think about it, and uploads them. Her ploys are transparent and childish, but that doesn't stop her from doubling and tripling down on them all. She's in this shit to win it. And one day, when the rest of the internet discovers our little Adrastia, we will be as proud of her as JJ Stoner is hopefully today. Thank you, JJ Stoner. Thank you for giving the world Adrastia. We've seen a lot today. It's been a tale of prostitution, blackmail, emotional terrorism, mental illness, and mayo. But before you go and purge yourself of these memories with liquor, I ask you, what if I told you it gets even worse? That nothing you've seen today compares to how out of control and insane this becomes.
Bitch! Called me this morning! Hang up! Called me this morning! Why wouldn't you call back? Called me this morning!
Ho hum, Danny's on mute. Oh my gosh, my head is hurting. So that is their front window of their RV, and that's how they have it set up for Christmas. Yeah, Robert, you know me. I was muted. You can't really tell from the picture. The one to the right is my son. It's my son's, and it's like a really dark, like a charcoal gray. And then the rim of the hat is like a kind of like a sage green. And then the little girl next to him is like a mauve color. The little boy is like a baby blue. And then my daughter-in-law over here on the left end is the sage green that is on the rim of his hat. And she's all sage green, and then she has the charcoal gray rim on her hat and charcoal gray hair. And we have such dark hair in the family, and my daughter-in-law is Italian, and so she's got like almost like black hair. And my granddaughter is perfectly blonde. I did all gnomes last year. I did those big gnomes. Those are pretty big. They're like probably at least probably about 12 inches tall, maybe 10 inches tall. And then I did gnome Christmas ornaments for the tree. I don't know what I did with the picture, but I think I know what I'm going to do this year for Christmas ornaments. So for Vlogmas, we will be back to crocheting in the corner so I can finish my Christmas projects. Today I have to make one of those, what is it called? I made my daughter one last year. I don't know what she did with it, but she wants another one. So today I have to work on making, it's called a long stocking with pom-pom hat. It's like one of those Santa hats that look like the guy wears in the night before Christmas, that long stocking hat. She wants a red and white one. She claims she was a hostage to her ex, but the prosecution said in an interview that Adrasdea didn't unalive Roberta. However, she certainly fueled the fire and encouraged the outcome regularly on text. I could very much see that, homegirl, actually. The way she speaks about unaliving herself and everything, I could see that. Are you making stockings? Oh my gosh, Erwin, I have the cutest patterns. I've been meaning to do it for years for the whole family. Like, one of them is a nutcracker, one is a snowman, one is a reindeer. They're all different, like characters or whatever. They're so adorable, but I want to do it for the entire family. All right, guys, I think I'm actually going to get off. My head is killing me. I hope I'm not getting this cold back. I swear we can't even get over this cold. And my daughter brings it home from school again, and we end up getting it all over again. It's crazy. Her ex who did the unaliving is named Kenneth McBride, and it's out of Florida for anyone wanting to look. Yeah, I do. Yeah, I'm going to, Erwin. Thanks, guys. I will keep my eyes out today. I don't know. It depends on how I feel. I don't know if I'll be back on today or not. But my next scheduled live is going to be Wednesday. But you guys know I usually end up coming live in the mornings on Tuesdays and Thursdays anyway. So, My daughter gets everything. And then when she brings it home, I get it. My husband usually can escape it, but if he doesn't, he gets it worse than any of us. You say we deep dive into Adrasdea? I told you guys, she's a lot. Okay, I'm out of here, guys. Love y'all. Thank you for joining me, and I'll probably see you tomorrow morning. If not, I will see you on Wednesday morning.
Take it. Wake up. Today's gonna be a good day. 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 Wake up. Today's gonna be a